All right, we're gonna cut that. That's gonna go on the gaming podcast where we talk about how the gaming industry is baroque. Now we're gonna play some D&D.
All right, so let's get back into the game.
You guys keep talking about that, and I'm just like, I'm getting a station soon.
We find our heroes sitting, drinking their ale after a long day of shopping, discovering, chatting with previous business partners or captains, and then discovering that a seeming closure, a sought closure of a previous life was just out of reach from Tehran's hands. You guys find yourselves sitting at the table drinking in celebration for the things that you guys were able to accomplish in the day, reveling in the new wonders that you guys have bought, including a magical razor, some really neat juggling fire marbles, and you look over to Quixotic as he's trying on a new coat that he's able to, at a snap of a finger, change to look like an entirely different coat. And so that's where we find you guys, is winding down for the evening and getting ready for your night's rest. Is there anything else you guys wanted to accomplish this day?
Nobody?
If not, you guys make your way up to your rooms. And sleep finds you guys awaiting any information Tehran you may find the next morning from the Winter's Palace, and Quixotic and Duffpost any further information you may have from Thea and the after your conversation earlier in the day, and Nicola is wondering what Thora may ask of you if you do indeed tend to go with her her connections to board a ship. So we wake up the next morning a little bit hungover, but still not as hungover as the previous day, preparing to see what the day will bring.
Just waiting for.
Give me a second. I'm cheating.
Right.
I'm cheating.
I will get up from my not sleeping and go downstairs and ask the barkeep if anybody had stopped by looking for me.
He said he looks to you and he goes, "It's still early in the morning, but we haven't had anybody stop by just quite yet. Are you expecting somebody to stop by for you?"
Yeah, I give him the description of the head priest. I don't remember his name, but he looks like this, and if he stops by, make sure to take a note from him, or at least tell him where I am.
All right, I will keep an eye out for the head priest.
I'll give him a goal.
It's like, all right, I will.
This is important.
Keep a very serious eye out for the head priest.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so I'll stumble down, sit at the table, and wait for everybody else to get there. Assume everybody's here now.
I will join you.
I'll come down. I'll ask the barkeep what time did we get in last night from shopping? Was it late?
Early evening.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we should be expecting delivery today. Was that the
Of the equipment we all ordered? I think so.
Yeah. All right.
It got here last night.
Did it? Well, I'll ask the barkeep. Did anything show up for us last night? We purchased some goods for traveling.
The equipment from Elia has not arrived yet.
Okay.
The equipment that you guys bought from Bari's Mystical Emporium is what you guys were reveling in last night.
Right,
Yeah, we were juggling and
Who did we
Spinning
give
razor.
who did we give the razor to?
I think I still have it, right? We were gonna give it to Kohi, but I haven't handed it over yet. Is that
Okay.
correct?
That might-
gimme.
That
You
might
hand
be
it over-
something might be something we want to do before we go to bed, so it's
And
ready
put
in
some-
the morning.
Put some conditions where
Oh,
that you
cool.
gotta heal me when I'm below 10%. None of this death bullshit. That's going. No, I'm kidding.
I want all the value out of my healing spells. I'm sorry.
Kohi, are you down for breakfast yet?
I shuffle downstairs. Stairs don't really jive with me, so it takes a while.
Curl up and
Just-
slide down on your.
Just
side.
lays on his feet.
Yeah, a 400-pound turtle come hurtling down a fucking staircase.
Just blast through the phone.
Bowling balls the chairs out of the way.
Yeah, I was about to say it so sound like a bowling ball going downstairs.
Sounds like me going downstairs.
Fucking. There was a tool chest that went down the stairs.
So when you come downstairs, I'll kind of excitedly like get up and come over to where you settle down, and I'll be like, "Hey, dude, did you hear about this last night? Check it out." And I pull it out from my cleavage, and I'm like, and hand it over.
Poking him in the shell with it.
I look at it and pick up a napkin.
Funny boob knife.
No boob money, no boob weapons. Face.
No sock money.
Just kind of, just a little
Hey,
glare,
if
and I
you don't
kind of
want
look it over. I'm like, I never said that. Never said that. Okay, what's it do?
It
do
flies
I-
around
do-
your head, I think.
No, I think it's just your general orbit.
know?
It
Do I know?
protects you. It protects him though.
Can someone explain it to
Does
me
he have to attune
better?
it, Keelan?
Yeah, that was why I
Yes.
was saying we should have given to him last night.
Oh, requires attunement.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
If you want to retcon it into giving it to him last night, I'll allow it.
I think that's a better story for instead of at breakfast, but around with a lot of beer
Yeah, while we were
song.
sitting around.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
like it.
fine with me. I
All
can-
right.
He slept with the
Us.
razor.
so we're gonna do Tarantino version of
Yeah.
do the last part first.
Instead of giving it, he's running up to you to punch you to see how it works.
Barry's razor.
Yeah.
Cool.
Works as a reaction when someone damages them.
What's the damage for this?
It's like a D4.
The
It's not
D4.
high, but
No,
it,
I
don't
mean,
know
meaning
how
the
to
bill, meaning I have to settle up and pay her.
oh, got
Oh.
it.
Oh,
It was like 100 something. I'm just retconning the. I already took it out of my equipment, but just pay. I slide over my portion of the gold. There you go.
I put it in my boob.
A sack of gold in your tits.
Just
How much gold did he
It was
give
an empty hollow spot there.
Cohee's just dumbfounded. Just like
The,
Get all
the
sorts of
happiest
stuff in your
thief I've
brain.
ever seen.
you? It's like her.
You're not gonna
shopping
believe where I
I-
got this from.
There are better coin purses.
I don't think
Yeah.
that was the payment. I think we decided that everything was
I thought it-
copacetic. But
yeah.
how much did you
Yeah.
give her?
It was like 100 and something, wasn't it? Wasn't that their portion?
Let's just
Or was
call
it 80 or something, Rob?
What the
The portion of the purchases of the stuff last night or last week.
I thought with like the potions was
No,
like
like-
65 or something.
Well, the potion was most of it. Good
yeah, it
portion
was
of
60. Okay, yeah, each of the
already did
potions
that
was
last time.
65.
Hmm?
Yeah, we figured that part out. Each of the potions was 65, except for one person who skipped it, which was
Oh, hold on. So anybody that took a potion gave him or took money out to pay for
Yes.
right.
the razor was free in exchange. Everything was free.
All the magic items were free
For
in
the-
exchange for the potion.
The potion and the javelin I paid for. So you're just giving her 100 gold.
Just cause the
don't have
65 would have been for the
What?
potion.
I was trying to role play and saying that I thought I didn't remember explicitly of everything that we did last time. I thought I
Okay.
owed money for this.
Cohee
No, you
owes
don't
no
owe
one
money.
nothing.
So if you don't want to give her 100 gold, then I will give it back.
No, reluctant.
Mm-mm. Take out the napkin again. Put it back into
Anything
my.
else coming in?
I put it into my shell.
No sweaty turtle money.
No.
poor sweaty turtle money.
Like,
All right. So
It's
I
like
spend.
Bunch of hockey gear
yeah,
stinking
you
in
sound
there.
like hockey pads. Jesus.
God, I remember one. I'm not sure if you remember this, Callan, but I remember one time where we had like sweaty football equipment from middle school. Oh my god, it was horrible.
I was friends with Chris Meyer, and his whole basement always smelled like hockey pads. It was, both his sister and him were like huge, like every weekend hockey. It was,
Yeah.
it was bad news.
He was a weird fella.
But hockey pads are gross. All right. So you rolled an attack with the
That was me. I added Barry's razor to your inventory and attuned it to you. And I just wanted to roll it because it does not come up in the action section. You have to click it from equipment.
Equipment. Okay.
So
Keelan, I sent you the list of the shape-shifting for the shift weave.
Could he still use it as like a magical dagger if he needed to or something? Like,
Have to catch it.
I guess it does a D4 damage, so it's not a dagger. Is it dagger?
the dagger's a D4.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I
Does
guess
it
I could
freshen up Barry's like mustaches so it like goes like longer? Like you can get a magical mustache for an
It
extra
lets
like
you
a whole
magically
week.
grow your
Go.
mustache.
Where's the strap? Where's the
magic.
Oh, I think magic weapons automatically sharpen themselves, so
You
there.
don't have to sharpen a magical weapon.
Yeah.
Where's the strap?
Somebody get him a
Most
leather
of these
belt.
leather, what do you want?
Somebody get him a leather belt.
Take out your forearm and just go at it.
It's kind of mean. Just because I don't have lotion.
Aw.
Oh, Cody's got a dry skin problem.
Fucking hell, it's eczema.
Poor guy.
Cure, I'm pretty sure like Cure, works on the eczema in this
Mhm.
world.
Cool. Thank you.
So
Appreciate it.
we're all
Appreciate it, party.
yeah.
Do you want me to roll it? Is that what you want me to do?
I just want. No, I think we're good.
Try it out. Stab somebody. Come on, let's see it.
Yeah, well, I was like, she could punch you.
Well, someone would have to try and hit him, yeah.
I did this with that magic missile bullshit. I'm out of here.
Just as
Stove?
a reminder, it continues to attack until the attacker is dead, unconscious or dead.
I have a familiar. It's awesome.
Oh
And it's
god,
a
is that what
bonus
it does?
zone.
It doesn't stop? I thought it was like a
Um,
command thing.
Blade reanimates, remains 30 until the attacker, meaning if the thing I tell it to go kill is knocked unconscious or killed, right?
Yes.
Right.
Oh, it just goes.
If it starts its turn within 5 feet of the razor.
Yes.
Okay, so the razor will the razor have to be a unit on the battlefield, or is it just within 5 feet of him?
Oh, it travels up to 30 feet, I thought.
The deets say.
Let me work on the details of that.
Yeah, it's not important today,
yeah.
but it is interesting.
The blade has to be within 30
Didn't you
feet of
link
its
it?
owner. Yeah.
Yeah,
Blade
that's
has
what
to
it
be
was.
within 30 feet of its owner, and it has to be within 5 feet. So you could just kind of like say, if you're within 30 feet of it, it's doing its thing because it
Punch him in the mouth and run.
Just
stay 35 feet away, taunting him.
the fucking razor just
It's
hauls
like
ass
bees. You
after him.
punch him and then you got to run out of the room and dive into a lake to get
Yeah.
it to stop.
No, it's what it is. It's literally him using, calling the words razor within 30 feet of him.
All right, fellas. What are we doing today?
We're setting out, aren't we?
Getting on a
We have
ship?
Well,
couple
I
more
gotta go
things.
meet with Tia
We're
to
chatting
figure
over
out when
breakfast.
we're leaving.
We have a bit of talking to do today with people, I think, to secure
Yeah.
the ship.
You hit a dead end on your thing.
Well, hopefully I'll hear something
Literally.
today.
Mm-hmm.
Quite the
Literally.
Yeah, did you tell everybody else as to like, what happened yesterday, Colin?
Oh.
Tehran? No.
No.
Doesn't
I had
seem
a
in
thing
character.
at a thing at the Winter's Palace and fell through. I'm waiting for information from the High Priest.
Some man about a dog.
Hmm.
Okay.
When's the boat leave?
We don't know yet.
It's a
All right.
couple of days.
I
I
have to go
thought they
figure that
said.
out. Yeah, but it's not gonna be for a couple of days, and I'm gonna also find out a name for a guide so that we can hire him and have him take us from the prison to 10 towns.
Okay, I might tag along on that since I've been to this area before, just to feel him out, make sure he seems legit and not trying to pull one over on us.
That's fair.
If you're cool with that, I mean, unless you're going through your people, like wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
No,
Yes,
they're-
and that's why I'm going to take Quixotic with me
Okay.
to go
you guys
talk to
can do your
her,
thing.
and then I can come back and grab you and we can go get the trader first.
I'll be hanging out here today, I think. You guys do what you're gonna do.
right.
Nicola, was there anything that you wanted to do?
I am okay. Tagging along with Daft Post if he'll have me, since he was with me.
Yeah, no problem.
So you guys are we doing our best to circumvent having to owe a favor to a pirate guild to get on this ship? We're probably gonna try and go through the Harper contact to
I
get
think
on
that's
it.
as long as it's cheap, right? I think that's the plan. The less we
Yeah.
need to owe to pirates, the better it probably is.
Do best.
Sounds
to-
like we may end up owing the pirate anyways, but at least
Well-
if it's through a benign intermediary, maybe that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna stay here then.
Well, then, so it's Nicola
You and
and
Nicola.
Monty with me,
Oh, and yeah, okay.
and then do you want to come with?
But you and Quixotic can go do your thing. Like that's not something Monty would tag along with. Because that's kind of like your guys' thing. But I'll do the thing later on where we go look for the guide. Or
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
mull
just
at an
pop
ice cream shop
by
or
Tia
something.
real quick, and then come back and get people, and we can trade out. I'll let you guys futz with the guide, and I'll hang around the bar then.
Okay.
Gotcha. So I'm tour guide pretty much at this point, coming back and grabbing one person, going next spot. Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
You're a tour guide hiring a tour guide.
All right. So you guys make your way back over, following, leaving the tavern of the One-Eyed Jacks and heading back over towards following the signs you guys had found in the streets to where Tia's sort of been stationed, and you knock on the door in the similar fashion to what you did yesterday, and the door cracks just open a little bit. And behind the door, you catch the glimpse of Tia from the protection of the door, and she opens the door and escorts you inside. And she goes, "Well, that was. Did you have a nice rest last night?"
It was a.
Yeah, we are willing to take the prison ship.
Sorry, he's right to business.
Right to business today, I see.
Yes,
Um,
it was a nice nap. Thank you.
Oh no, I'm going straight to business.
All right then.
She goes, "Okay, so with that, I'll need to arrange with Captain Kirk about allowing you guys passage on the ship. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. He owes me a little bit of a favor from a past escapade. But I think with a little bit of sweet talking, I think I can get you guys onto the ship without much of an issue."
I'm sorry. Did you say his name was Captain Kurt C-U-R-T or Kirk C-K-I-R-K?
Kirk, K-U-R-T-H.
C-U-R-T. Okay. K-U-R-T-H.
K-U-R-T-H.
I'm sorry. This language is new to me, and the C's and K's sound very similar.
Okay.
Why even have both of them? Just get rid of one of them.
Can his first name be Kirk?
That's Kirk.
Kirk.
His first name is Benaggio.
Oh, that's not funny.
Captain Bellagio Kirk.
Also, do you happen to know the name of that guy that you were thinking about hiring to take us up north? Because I think having him on the trip from the prison down south would probably be a good idea.
Let me think. She says, Hertog is his name. He is a half orc who is grown accustomed to cold weather. and generally tries to enjoy the outdoor temperatures this time of year. Generally, you can find them kind of over near and she thinks, and she kind of points out a small little shop, kind of like a little house near the corner over here. She goes, Hertog generally sticks around his house and prepping for whatever adventurers or whatever company hires him to escort people, carts, or whatnot up through the 10 Towns area.
Got it. So Captain Murtaugh, hopefully he's not getting too old for this suit.
She looks at you and she goes, Hertog.
Murtaugh. That's
H-R-T-O-G.
good. Got it. Okay. The episode in which
Really
Quixotic can
appreciate
hear
this,
no
yeah.
names.
So
Yes, I appreciate it greatly as well.
Do I owe you anything for this?
she looks to you and she goes, the only thing you owe me is goodwill towards the people of 10 Towns. It's been trying times up there, and the best that we can do is to try and do right by them and help them do what they can, do what you can to help end whatever suffering they may be having.
All right. I mean, that's pretty much why we're going up there. So that actually works out perfectly.
Sounds
bu-
nice.
I hit the table. I point at Tehran, and I point at the door. This has no bearing on me. So
Well, I think we're in an entirely different place anyway, aren't we?
you're still at the table, aren't you?
No, we left to go to the new.
They're at Tia's house.
We're in an
Oh,
entirely
fucking
different
hell.
building.
Yeah,
Alright.
we're just hanging out in the bar together.
Yep.
The four of us.
I thought she showed up at the bar. My apologies.
No, it's-
I got that, Rod. Thank you. 3 passes. I got it wrong. Okay.
Right, so, Tia, is there anything you need us to do in the meantime before we leave town?
For the most part, keep my suggestion is to keep a low profile. Try not to get into too much trouble while you wait, especially as we try to gain favor with the High Captain and gain passage on his ship.
Fair enough. I will admit that. Is there anything we could do to get more favor? I know they are not fans of the local wizard guild.
She kind of cocks her head and she goes, "The Arcane Brotherhood."
So that's the one.
It's it is a it is interesting to watch the dueling for power between the Arcane Brotherhood and the High Captains here in Luskin. They have been out of power for almost a century, since just before the fall of the Weave, but of recent, there have been a number of wizards who have been trying to recapture the power of the host tower, and while they still seek power and still rival the High Captains here in Luskin for the leadership of the town, they still take a back seat at this point. Though word has it that the host tower, the Arcane Brotherhood, has their eye on the people of 10 Towns, and there's rumor has it that there are wizards that they have sent to 10 towns, trying to find a way to defeat, to end the winter up there as well.
That's good to know. I was under, I forget why I would be under this impression, but I thought they had an interest in the god there, the one. Davpos, what's the one? Zagard or
Ariel?
Zagad? That's the
Ariel?
one. That's the one. I thought they had some sort of interest in her.
And she looks to you, and you see this kind of like almost a sense of like understanding of not your naivety, but a thankfulness of your desire to kind of help people. And she goes, the wizards of the host tower are an interesting sort. They seem to be in the search for more power for themselves, which can be a dangerous thing.
That can never be good.
But power in the right hands can do great things. Some might even say with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes, but the responsibility has to be there first. If it just kind of stumbles upon it along the way, that doesn't mean they're not going to destroy whole towns in the meantime.
Much can be said about most magic users throughout our wonderful world of Faerun.
I've never had much love for the wizards, though. They have to actively seek out the power that destroys everything, whereas, you know, a warlock or something like that just blows a demon and they get, wizarding powers. The wizards have to go and read books and do whatever, and then blow up a town.
Well, so one has to blow a devil, and the other one has to read about a devil.
They have to actively search it out. It's more of a deliberate attempt, whereas I don't know, if you get drunk one night, suddenly you get wizarding powers. Or
It makes it
warlock powers.
I don't disagree with anything that you're saying at all.
Yeah. Same thing with the sorcerers. Aren't they just born with it? It's an ancestry thing. That's the thing that they...
Cough.
Yes, and you did what to get your magic? Become born?
Did bards have to do all of that? Like all of those things then? Or
Bards just sing so great that shit happens around them.
Like, well, I blew a demon, I read a book, I watched a YouTube video, and I was born under the sign of the dragon. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna be a bard.
Fuck yeah.
She looks to you, and she says, "Not all. Well, wizards seek power through study and reading. Most other magical applicants seek to further their magical power, be it through additional services to their gods or to their the patrons of which have looked down upon them. I urge you not to throw every wizard into one pot. Such sweeping generalizations can lead to much disdain for a group of people."
I did not mean to get into an archaeological debate with you. I apologize for insulting you, if that is what happened.
And she says, "No insults are needed, and no insults were given. My only ask, as you seek to further your intrigue into the Harpers, is that you keep an open mind to everyone that you meet. Some seek power for good, and others seek power for bad. Your goal should be to find what drives a person, not necessarily how they drive themselves."
That makes sense. I will admit a personal motto of mine is trust but verify. But if a wizard is a wizard, that doesn't mean that they're bad. I just haven't met a great one yet.
She nods to you and she goes, I have met many of great wizards in my time. There's a wizard who he's a funny fellow who kind of roams the north here. Perhaps you've heard of him, or maybe you haven't. Perhaps Davpos, you've heard of him. His name is Zephyros. He is a giant of a wizard who
Allegedly.
travels.
What?
Who
This is awesome. I'm excited.
who travels from town to town, imploring good deeds amongst the people he encounters.
I envy your experience in this situation. I am pleased that you have met them. And if I do come across him, I will be excited to meet him.
All right.
Thank you for opening my eyes.
Isn't Tony also a mage?
Tony is a wizard, yes. However, I have not met Tony.
That's true. But I have a note.
Do you really? That's awesome.
Mine.
I must have missed that. I was telling Keelan earlier that literally every wizard we've met has attempted to, or literally every wizard that Quixotic has met has been either evil or actively pursuing it at this point. Even since we've met, every wizard we've met has been
True.
either a necromancer
Well,
or what's that?
They've all been dicks.
Yeah, exactly. So out of game, I stand by that statement. I'm not pleased with wizards. All right. So
All right.
thank you very much. We may beg your leave, I guess, unless Davpos, is there anything else you'd like to talk to her about?
Oh, you mean the person that I'm supposed to talk to?
That's the one. Do you want to talk to her about anything? You have my permission, I guess. I will step to the side and let you do your thing. I apologize.
Kids these days.
I know, right? When you get to be my age.
Anyways, so you don't need any assistance getting this travel purchase for us at all.
She says, I will pull the strings on my end to secure your passage on board the Kurth ship. The thing I need from you is to keep a low profile and to not get too don't piss anybody off.
I can do both of those things. Almost guarantee everyone else in my team can do that, except one.
Very sweet.
And she says, if you can keep a low profile and not piss anybody off, the ship that I know of, the Kurth ship, should be heading out within the next 2 days. Would you be ready to go within 2 days' time?
Yeah, we're actually almost ready to go now. We just need to find the half-orc to help us navigate the path, but that's it.
Okay. And she says, and you're staying, you mentioned at the One-Eyed Jacks.
Yes, that is where we are at right now.
Okay. And she says, I will send word this afternoon confirming where to meet and with at what time to meet to take the ship to Revel's End.
Okay, then we will see you then.
And with that, she escorts you to the door and thanks you and sends you on your way.
I'm gonna
Yes.
light my pipe as we're walking, and I'm gonna be really quiet.
Is it just you and Quixotic together?
It's just us.
Yep, this is
Are you
just us.
are you okay? I'm sorry I talked too much there. That was unfortunate. Is there something I can help you with or do?
Well, I mean, I just didn't realize you felt that way about Arcane at all.
That's not the thing. It's not arcane. It's just wizards.
I know, but the Arcane Brotherhood is just magical knowledge. It's not a wizard school.
So they have sorcerers and warlocks who, you know,
All of us, we're all there.
us. I did not believe you were an arcane brotherhood. I thought you were Harper, and I guess I didn't know there were two
Magic.
circles of the Venn diagram.
No, magic. All of magic belongs to the Arcane Brotherhood. That's what makes them so dangerous.
That sounds beyond my field of knowledge. I guess I did not understand. I thought this was a local sect. I have a little bit too much history with wizards that got a little too powerful, so sometimes my tongue runs away with itself. And I apologize to that.
Uh,
No
For you.
problem.
Duffos, you would know that the Arcane Brotherhood is mostly wizards.
I mean, I know it is mostly wizards, but I know that sorcerers and warlocks and the occasional cleric would come through there as well.
Do we know that specifically the Arcane Brotherhood or Dits?
So I don't know. It
I-
just sounds like the description I had heard from this town.
They
I
just
must have
Okay.
been.
Out of character metagaming, I could swear the Arcane Brotherhood like had some really nasty like clerics and sorcerers in there too.
No, they like literally destroyed themselves 100 years ago, didn't they?
Yeah, but
yes.
they've been underground this entire time and they're just nasty now.
So I guess Tehran, you would know the Arcane Brotherhood. I mean, like they and during your time was a pretty power hungry group of wizards. I mean, you were alive during the initial Christianabon Crystal tier. The one of the wizards apprentices essentially attempted to take over all of 10 towns some 100 plus years ago or so.
Oh, like the leader of the tower became a lich and broke his staff of the Magi, resulting in an explosion, nearly leveling the tower. Killed most of the inhabitants. Literally,
Yes.
the leader of the Arcane Brotherhood 100 years ago became a lich. So,
Yeah,
Which
and
is
that's why they're
Honestly,
just
usually
disgusting.
that's usually a wizard thing, though. Lichdom.
normally.
Just saying.
But yeah, it is a tower, is a guild made up mostly of wizards, but there are other arcane users that were a part of the tower.
But I did not mean to insult you. That is just bad history. And realistically, the people I talk to that dabble in the arcane that we have interacted with, you and Nicola and Taran and Monty, have been delightful. I obviously enjoyed a company not to keep, but those who actively seek out the arcane via study and, I don't know, ritualism, I guess that's the term. I don't know. I have some bad past with wizards specifically, so I apologize if that's shown through.
I'm just trying to figure out why I have this, and so what I'm doing is I'm studying everything and trying to figure out why.
And that's okay. I mean, that's better than, I accidentally sneezed and blew up the stables, whereas I worked 4 months to study the spell to blow up the stables. I prefer the first one, honestly. It sounds bad, but it's true.
All right.
No hard feelings. Can I buy you a I don't know, string cheese? I don't know what to sell here. A local delicatessen of some sort.
Let's just head back. I'll grab Monty. We gotta go get this guy too. So
Sounds good. I will let you do your thing.
While they're gone, I want to saddle up to Monty, whatever he's doing. What are you doing?
I'm juggling, man. I'm putting on a baller of a show in the corner. Yeah, flaming balls everywhere. It's like an article of Playboy over here.
He's busking.
Anyway.
I'm watching, casually impressed.
Ooh.
I have advantage on charisma checks, so everybody has to be.
We are taken by your charismatic nature right now. I'll walk up to you. I don't mean to break your concentration or anything, but you're just gonna juggle while I'm talking to you.
Yep.
For a minute, right? For a minute, but I'll stop then.
Sure.
I'm just like, wait, watch this. I do like a really cool thing, like, and then I like the glass, like catch the last ball in the glass, and it goes. Anyways,
No, not bad, honestly. I have a cold, I guess, interior and an exterior, I suppose, but I can be impressed by feats of dexterity and shit. I mean, that was impressive. A while ago, I noticed that you were kind of falling into a relationship with a patron with your sword, and I was wondering how that's going.
it's going well. I haven't really, I guess I haven't, aside from, I haven't been asked anything yet. So I guess, see, how would this go in character?
Do you
So I
have,
get,
do you have like a maker, I guess, or or is it the sword? I guess I don't understand the relationship.
so out of character, and I'm kind of thinking, so metagaming, I'm trying to figure out how I want to fit this in, but I think this will be a neat little thing, because it's really, so it's essentially like it's a cursed item that I picked up that I'm gonna eventually start to do some more things with it related to the dual class aspect and
Yeah.
some kind of back and forth stuff there. But like, I think right now it hasn't been, it's a bit of like the honeymoon phase, and there's little, like neat new cool powers and that sort of thing. So I'm kind of, yeah, my approach to this is gonna be like, it's all great and all of a sudden, but then there's gonna be something big and I haven't quite figured out what it's gonna be, but it's gonna cause a bunch of struggle that I'm gonna have to work for it. But I gotta work through that. But right now it's kind of like chill. I don't know if that's thematically correct or all that, but I haven't been asked anything from my patron really, so it's yeah. So the checks are gonna come due here in a bit.
All right.
So
Toronto,
if you have any words of wisdom that you want to try to impress on me that may or may not work.
You don't seem to be favoring it much, but I want to let you know that if you kind of lean into it, there's a lot to be had here. I mean, you've seen what I can do, and you've done well yourself too, but if you have any questions, or if you need any help, or if you need anything to do, need any specifically help with, I guess, dealing with the thing you're getting power from, you're welcome to ask me.
And I like, yeah, it hasn't really spoken to me, too much lately. And I noticed a lot of it when we were in the mines, and we were in Phandalin, and we were going through a lot of that sort of stuff. And I've always really been really driven by, finding artifacts and going on those quests and those type of things. And, it just might not be like an urban patron.
Okay.
So
Maybe
it might be feeding off of,
Yeah.
or wanting what I do in my knowledge that I seek when I'm out seeking, artifacts and that sort of thing. So
Yeah, my strength seems to grow through hardship as well, so maybe that'll happen to you. So, all right.
but I am kind of been concerned that it hasn't been quite the same thrall that I initially had with it, and the visions of the Raven and all of that. It seems like it hasn't waned, but it has plateaued, and I don't know.
Waiting. I mean, you don't get these
Waiting.
powers for fun or for
Free.
your benefit. I mean, maybe you just haven't. Maybe it hasn't noticed you rolling into something that it can leverage. It
And I-
has the thing that gives you power has motive. Maybe you just haven't. It hasn't seen a thing to use you for yet.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, or I haven't, fully grasped for the powers for it to utilize it yet.
Yeah.
I think I'm still figuring that out, and I think, once I get more into that element where I, put these powers, because right now I'm leaning more on my bard side and my charismatic side and a lot of the stuff I've been doing. So
and
that's
I'd like
kinda-
to say that while I'm here, I will help you because I'd rather not see you consumed by it. Leaning into it is also dangerous. I'm tied and committed to what I am, and I can't stop being what I am. So
I have a feeling I'm gonna come up to some crossroads here, and I would really appreciate your support and guidance through that. I know you've had maybe more than a single lifetime's worth of experience. So
yeah, a good bit of teaching too. I look over at Alice doing whatever the fuck she's doing.
I tuned out when he stopped.
something out of her cleavage, and I'm like,
She's just
no,
putting
she's a good kid.
her boobs.
I take out like a plate, a fork, and a napkin,
everything.
like I'm getting ready for breakfast.
Maybe
Like,
I'm-
You might want to buy her a
Baguette.
satchel or
Fucking
something.
jugglers and magicians alike.
Maybe I'm a bad teacher.
No, I mean you've offered me advice so far along the way. You helped me get through the initial struggles on this. I think I plan to stay close, to the group and to you, as this goes, especially as we're going into the north, where I think things are going to get, darker and more isolated, and that's where things might
Probably
pick back
right.
up again.
Yeah, you're
So.
probably right. Don't sign a contract you can't see to the end. That's all I have to say about it, I guess.
And what do they look like? How do you know if it's a contract? Have I already signed it? I guess
You're far too literal. Literally.
I've sort of playing that and not playing that, but yeah.
So, all right. Well then.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, really, honestly, you've been quite the leader and the voice of reason and anchor in the team. So I appreciate you helping me out through this. And I will let you know once things do start to come back, if they do, and how this goes. So it's kind of very confusing at this time. So
Okay. Yeah. You're welcome. And then I'll walk away.
you're well.
That was a
And I'm like-
that was a very painful statement that you heard Turan say.
He's clearly in pain when he's.
Go back to sort of juggling, and I'm kind of just like, one of the balls hits me on the head, and I'm like, huh.
I'll sit down next to you and just kind of bang the table a little bit. What are you doing?
Just in my thoughts.
What are you thinking about?
The past.
Why though? Well, I guess you always think about the past. Can't help but think about the past. But we're in a good place right now, right?
By all appearances.
It's a good way to think about it. Well,
Now what?
like,
Want to play some dice?
sure. And then we play dice.
I win.
Sure. Wait. No, I'm proficient with dice.
No, you're not. You're
Oh, you're
dragon-
proficient with dice. I'm gonna
dragon
check.
I win.
As you guys, as Turan begins to lose dice, the door to the One-Eyed Jacks opens, and in walking in, you see Echo from the previous day, kind of looking, kind of blinking his eyes as he adjusts to the dim light inside, and he sees you and kind of starts to head over towards you.
I'll kind of make it seem like I wasn't personally involved with the person I was playing dice with. I'll sit up and I'll put out my hand. Good game, miss. And I'll just get up and I'll move.
Okay.
I'll meet him, but on his way to the table, and I'll kind of direct him to a corner or something like that to talk to him.
Okay. All right, so you head over to kind of a more secluded table, and he goes, "Well, it's a pleasure to see you today. I have good news and bad news for you."
I feel like it's gonna be odd news and stranger news, depending on what you have to say.
So, the good news is that your great uncle, he's still there, and he is undisturbed in his rest. The person he served, though, this Gallender person that you want to give your thanks to. The research that I and some of my closest colleague were able to find out about Gallender, looking through the history books, was that it seems as if he didn't die while in service to the Winter's Palace. It seems as if he had our records indicate that he had left the Winter's Palace in the year 1380. And it kind of goes quiet after that.
Was that crypt there just ahead of time? And then he disappeared, so you had to reuse it? What happened with his name being on that crypt?
He goes, well, most as the high priests of the Winter's Palace take their position, things begin to kind of the ball game begins to roll, preparing for the future. And while I have only been in the high priest for 2 years now, my own eventual resting place has begun to being discussed, and the plans for that have been starting to be laid.
I suppose I wait to put a name on the door.
And so most high priests, even if they don't pass away while in their the height of their priesthood, will eventually have their bodies brought back to the Winter's Palace as their final resting place. The odd thing is that Gallander's body was never brought back to the crypt for him to be interred.
Let's makes more sense than him having been buried there and then exhumed for some reason. So I guess this makes more sense. Though my desire to pay respect to my great uncle's charge, I still would like to do that. Do you know where he may have traveled? So that maybe on my pilgrimage north to the Spine, I might be able to stop in a town where he may lay and pay my respects.
He says, with the 12 hours of research that we've had, we have not had much luck beyond the information I have passed on to you, but we can continue to. You said you're going up through the Spine, north?
I'm going up towards the Spine, far north. I'm just looking to go through the temples of Auril up there and pay respects and see if maybe we can do something through homage and prayer to do something about the winter up there.
He says, I can continue to do the research I can here with the limited information I have about Galander and his time as the high priest. But I can send word along the way if I come across any further information. Though
I've never been up north. I've never been much further than this. Do you have a recommendation of where I should check in for the information you might find?
there are a number of temples kind of spread out sporadically through the spine of the world, very remote places, as we tend to endure the cold in the high mountain passes of the spine. There are also a few smaller and I'm struggling to find the word for it, but he says, what do you say?
Like a church or a shrine or something?
Shrine, thank you. There are a number of shrines throughout the 10 Towns region who of supporters of Ariel and attempt to gain her favor up there.
Town in particular I should visit, and then maybe I could look for your missives there. In Rob's word.
And he says most towns will every town up there that I know has a shrine. Your best bet if you're looking for records or to be able to research would be Bryn Shander, as it being the biggest town up there.
Okay.
Gillen, out of character, are they gonna still have big shrines now that they've been in Endless Winter for 5 years? Like, aren't people going to drive them out of the cities, or is that not a thing that's happening right now?
I don't know. When people supporting a president barrel through into the Capitol building, do people still support them for some reason? I don't know.
This is a fantasy. Let me have my fantasy where they would drive the people, the winter, out of the.
Or the bad actors would get what they deserve. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, let me live my fantasy life.
There. Yeah, you aren't sure. You'll find out when you get up there.
Yeah, we'll find out. So Bryn Shandir, am I looking for a shrine? Did he communicate, like, is it a shrine, or am I looking for, like, public record? What was he suggesting there, I guess?
He says every town has a shrine. If you're looking for specific information, and the temples in the spine would be a good place to check. Any public records in Bryn Shander may have information about about Galander that you seek.
Okay.
If he went up that direction.
Okay.
But we high priests are known, have been known to travel all over, spreading the word of Ariel after their tenure as high priest comes to an end.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your help. What is a farewell for our church? I don't know that.
And he says, may the cold hold you tight in winter's embrace.
May the cold hold you tight in winter's embrace, then. Thank you.
All right.
I'll
And
see you
so
now.
he stands up and kind of heads out on the way.
May the cold hold you tight in winter's embrace. Fucking
May the frost embrace you.
kids. All right. I'll return to the table and I'll sit down by Koei and I'll kind of nudge you. Well, I appreciate your help. I don't think there's anything to be done here anymore. But if I need your help again, I'll let you know. I think I won't know much more about the person I'm looking for until we get north. So
Sounds good.
another time, I suppose. Thank you.
Okay, and as you finish thinking, Kohi, and as the door just about closes, Davos and Quixotic walk into the door from their morning expedition to go visit Thea.
All right, so we are on the ship. It's leaving in about 2 days. We are going to meet the captain here in probably tomorrow to figure out what's going on.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Do we
Good
need
stuff.
to them ahead of time?
Payment or
Is it all just kind of sorted?
It's all kind of sort of taken care of. Like we have no responsibility for taking care of this. It's going to be done for us.
Okay. Well, while the city doesn't exist, does the concept of Shanghai exist?
Describe to me the concept of Shanghaiing.
You take someone on a ship without their consent. That's what Shanghaiing is. It's Shanghai.
Eventually, they just end up having to work on the ship.
We are putting a lot of faith in a lot of people that we are heading towards a penal colony on a boat with people we don't know. Are we sure that we're going to be safe and we're not going to end up in some labor camp when we get north?
If we do, are you going to complain about killing everybody?
Touche. I learned that.
Well,
word
I
from
guess this is my life now. Shank, shank, shank.
guess I ironically I didn't belong in a penal colony when I arrived here, but by leaving it, I do belong in a penal colony because I murdered everybody.
I'm just saying, like,
Should I go now?
some of us don't need weapons to destroy the world.
It's true. It just you hear about bars and port towns with fake floors that drop them into tunnels and drag them into cells until boats leave and just throw them on them as forced labor.
Oh God, do you hear about that? I've never heard about that.
That's literally the thing that happened in Seattle. They would
Yeah.
have floors and bars and then put them in tunnels with glass everywhere and no boots so they couldn't leave. And then when boats would leave, they'd throw them on there and get paid for labor.
Really?
Odd.
Threw them on the boat to get paid for giving them slaves, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Fucking wild.
Crazy Seattle. Did they at least get a cup of coffee?
This was like 5 years ago too.
Yeah, it was 2009.
Yeah, right?
What a weird time. All right.
Not like now.
So what do we need to do then? Are we still waiting for a delivery? Do we need to figure out a way to transport all the gear we're going to need to traverse the north?
Well, that's the thing is I'm going to go meet with this guide, see if he's willing to let us hire him out to come down or to travel south from the prison to 10 towns. And then he can travel back this way on his own or take a team if he wants to and come down.
Hey, we'll send him back with Scrimshaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, realistically,
Fuck.
all of the equipment we purchased should be able to be carried by us, which is the point in the first place. So
Yeah.
I suppose.
I mean, we shouldn't need extra people to carry it to the ship. I hope.
Okay, you bought small tents, small equipment.
Yeah, the idea was it was stuff that we were going to take with us after we left the town. So
And we didn't go get
theoretically, we
animals.
should be able to carry it all.
It just sounded like a lot. I didn't know if we were going to use a sled or a hands to come with us or not.
Yeah.
Just saying a bag of holding would be very useful.
Well,
Well,
I
we
mean,
may
if the
get
guide's name is Hans, then yeah.
It's not Hans.
Hands.
Could we make it? Oh, sorry, Hans. His name is Hans.
Hertog. Rhymes with Murtaugh.
It's Hertog.
Because he's getting too old for this shit.
Does anyone have a problem with half orcs?
Not any more than anything else. I mean, it's not gnolls.
Why?
They're fine.
Never
Okay.
met the guy.
I said something racist about orcs once, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Specifically.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. People are weirded out by orcs, so I have to ask.
It is not a problem with me.
I knew one at the university. He was great.
What's his other
Yeah.
half?
Yeah.
Half.
Let's go with human half.
That's
half
what's
orc,
funny.
half
Is like I really want
asshole.
to see a half orc something else.
He's half elf and he's just an ass.
Right?
It's just a goblin.
Yeah. He's like
he's like
3 feet tall.
He's like,
just buff.
Oh yeah, you're a ripped goblin.
oh man.
He's the most ripped midget you've ever seen. Just "Brr."
Would that just make a hobgoblin?
No, because hobgoblins are taller than orcs and
They're different.
goblins.
Are they? I
They're-
thought they were in the middle.
No, they're legit like huge.
Oh.
All right, so if we've got a day or two, I'm no longer taking care of anything, it seems. I may stop in one more time with the church before I leave, but
Yeah, I mean, like, if there's anything you guys want to do, you guys are more than welcome to. But we're gonna be here for the next couple of days, probably still.
But you need to go to talk to the guide. So why don't you do that? I think Monty said he wanted to come with you. I will hang out
Monty, you
here.
were at the store with them, right?
Yep.
So you know what we got?
Yep.
Awesome.
I thought Nicola wanted to walk around with you too.
I thought that
he's
was the
coming with
case.
too,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Oh yeah, Nicola.
What do you want to do,
Nick?
Nicola? You're your own person.
I'm good tagging along with them for right now.
Okay.
Anything else they got to do?
And I'm not like leading this one. I'm just want to make sure that the dude looks like where he knows his stuff and things based off.
Yeah, then
my
that's
past
why I'm bringing you
experiences.
along. I'm talking and you're fact checking.
Mhm.
We're doing
Give
better.
him the
than
stink
everyone.
eye.
Do you want to get out and do anything?
No, I think I'm just gonna hang around the bar and maybe do some day drinking.
We just call that drinking.
During the day.
My time. All right. Well then, I'll hang out here with you then. I'll watch you get drunk.
All right.
Swing low, sweet
Chariot,
Um,
coming for to carry me home.
Oh, they're singing. I'm gonna stay. No,
Let me see.
alright.
We say he was somewhere around here.
It was kind of in this area down here.
Oh, I was up one. Gotcha.
Yep. So you guys head out from the One-Eyed Jacks and head over to Hertog's abode. Kind of on the way there, you guys are chit-chatting about the things you guys have encountered so far, and the ship. Kind of like there's a little bit of excitement in your voice, Dovepost and Monty, talking about the excitement that's to come, and Nicola, you're a little bit uneasy, apprehensive about taking the ship, but you think back and you remember the day, like the first time that you set out on a big ship, and kind of the time that you spent with your crew, and kind of have fun memories of that time. As you guys head out and kind of head up towards Hertog's house.
So Nicola, are you gonna be all right with this? The whole boat thing? I mean, I think it's gonna be the quickest way to travel, but it's
Yeah.
some bad memories for you. So is there
Yeah,
anything we
I'll-
can do to make it easier?
I'll be all right. Lots of booze will help.
Well, I think we got that covered. I mean, we'll have to make sure Alice leaves us some, because I think she might be drinking the town dry, but
But I think this
and this is a
boat,
pirate town, so
it is
anyway.
a pirate town. You
Oh.
gotta watch your back a little bit around here. But I think we'll be fine with the boat. I think this is the way to go, particularly so we don't freeze to death. But this is has a lot of good memories in this town.
it's good to remember the good memories, right? To make new ones and reinforce those old ones.
Yes.
Okay. As you guys finish your conversation, you guys come up to, you guys see Dovepost kind of stop at the house that was described to him by Thea. And you go up and you rap on the door.
221B Baker Street? What?
And you go up and you rap on the door, and kind of the door opens up, and you see a kind of a grizzled-looking half-orc who has definitely seen his fair share of adventures and explorations and whatnot. You can kind of see his ears are definitely they've been frostbit a number of times in the past. And I guess Nicola, can you make me a perception check? Something seems familiar about this guy. You don't recognize him outright, but it's been a number of years since you've been in town. Yeah.
Okay. And he's right here with us, or is he?
He is standing in the door that Davpost knocked on, and he says, "Can I help you?"
Hertog?
That's me.
My name is Davpost. I'm leading a small team from, what's the prison's name again?
Revel's End.
Rebel's End, down towards 10 Towns, and we're looking for a guide. I was hoping you might be the guy for the job.
Been known to have some knowledge of the 10 Towns area. What takes you up to Revel's End?
We're taking a ship from Tia, from Rebel's End, or from here to Rebel's End to get up to Neverwinter, and then we're gonna go by foot down.
He says, it's a dangerous route up there. You know it's pretty cold, right?
We have enough cold weather gear for us. I hope you have here for yourself, because we don't have any extras, unfortunately.
He says, it's for the right price. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
What's 200 sound like to you?
200 sounds like it was nice meeting you, and have a great day.
How much do you want?
He begins to close the door.
How much do you want?
He says,
it's called bargaining.
He says, how much is your safety and knowledge of the 10 Towns Outer Wilds to you?
It's priceless, but I want to know where you stand, because I only have so much, but I can get a lot more.
He says, my normal expedition route up into to take a traveler up into 10 Towns is usually 500 gold. But with the winter as it stands these past 2 years and up in that area, my going rate is usually 2,000 gold to get from Luskin up to Bryn Shander. For a trek from Revel's End to and he says to Timberling, being the closest town, it'd be about 1,000 gold.
I say, what's the friends and family discount?
He looks to you and he says, 1,200 gold.
So let me get this straight. You seem like you're saying like you know what this is, but you sound a little skittish about getting a little cold and a little wet. And we're asking you to take us like 25 miles in the cold, and you're trying to rake us over the barrel here with this price. That's like, we're going significantly less distance than from Luskin all the way up to 10 pounds, and you want to charge us 1,200, 1,100, 1,000 for this? I mean, it sounds like you're just looking for an excuse to stay home and out of the cold. I don't think you've got it anymore.
Make me an intimidation check.
I'm juggling my balls, right?
Shit talking.
I did that while I was juggling the balls.
So much worse.
1,000-yard stare whilst juggling.
What a fuck you.
800 gold. We shouldn't even give you 800
Just
gold.
called him a pussy while juggling.
Oh, well, there we go. All right.
Hey. Pretty good.
He says, I have expenses to pay for.
We'll cover your boat ride. We'll cover, all of that to get up there, right? And we even may have a lucrative deal to send you back home to make a little pocket money on the side. So
A possibility of pocket money on the side is not nearly as much as a guarantee of money for transportation up there. I know my way around 10 towns. I know the people to talk to, but there's no guarantee that anyone's looking to leave the settlements up there to brave the trek back through the winter's snows.
Well, let me ask you this much. Your 2,000 figure that you have from here to 10 pounds, okay? Is that including you buying the gear for everybody?
That is not including the gear for everyone. That is
So
assuming
what provisions do you need?
I need the bodies that I'm taking up there.
Gotcha. So you need to hire a team.
He corrects. He's like, I mean the people who are traveling, i.e., you and your group of friends, is all I need. I need you to be ready to go whenever you're ready to go.
We have 2 days. So what's the 2,000 gold for? Is it all for you?
The 2,000 gold is for me to hire anything that I need. Would normally to be to hire any mounts to get up there, to hire any extra hands for the number of people. It sounds like you have most of that taken care of, which is why for a navigator from Revel's End down to Tourmaline, an area of which I assume that you have no knowledge of, in the middle of a magical winter, to guide you towards that area to Tourmaline would be 1,000 gold.
There we go. We're making progress. So here's my counter offer for you. You want 1,000 gold. I want to get to town safely. We have a team of people who are highly trained, who you do not have to worry about. All you have to do is guide us. We're mostly protecting you at this point. What we're offering is the ability for you to head up there, make a little bit of profit on the side with something called Scrimshaw. And I look over at Monty.
Yeah, have you've heard of Ellis and you've seen her Scrimshaw, right? We've been talking to Ellis, and we've secured a contract with her and her source of the Scrimshaw to bring some back, and she she pays, she's good for her money, and we'll pay and can sell that. So I bet if we can load you up with Scrimshaw, and we'll cut a nice, a little deal for ourselves on that for brokering the contract, but saddle you with a good portion of what she's willing to pay, and you can go talk to her and she'll vouch for it and all that. I mean, we got a couple days here. I suggest you check it out, but I think that there'll be an extra lucrative portion for you on the way back, right? To make that trip worth it for you too. So, I mean, that's got to be worth something for you, right? I mean, we'll coming back through here. We'll bring the Scrimshaw ourselves, I guess, if it's not worth it to you. But how's that sound?
Out of game, that's not the town that has the contact in it, right?
No, it does not.
We'll get it somewhere up there. We'll
Just
figure it out.
checking.
Honestly, I just want to get there and then ditch this guy.
I mean, we'll get him some Scrimshaw. We'll figure it out.
Keelan, how well do I know the way up there from here? Because I wasn't technically captain.
On the ship or how?
Like to navigate up there on the ship.
So
It's not the ship
you're not
navigation,
hiring
it's
him
the
to
land.
navigate. Yeah, you're not having him navigate the ship. You're having him navigate you from when you get off the ship down to the 10 towns on one of the 10 towns.
Okay.
Similar to the after your ship had become stuck in the ice, and you guys got off. Your and kind of everybody who died along the way before you got to 10 towns.
We're trying to prevent that process.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, with that, he says, "Is make me a
Persuasion, I'm guessing.
yeah, make me a persuasion check."
Who's doing that? Is that you?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
He says, "You bring." $500 gold up front.
How about this?
And
500 up front and another 500 when we arrive safely. I'm willing to meet you for your 1,000. But I want you to know that I'm serious about this. You have to get us there first.
he says 500 up front, 500 upon safe delivery in Tourmaline. And he sticks out his hand. It's a deal.
Shake. And then I'll hand him 500 gold.
All right. He says, you mentioned we're taking a ship. What ship are we taking?
Oh shit, what's the name? I forgot the name.
I
Like
don't
this is
think
out of
she
character.
gave
I
it
actually
to us,
forgot the
but
name.
she did give you the captain name, Captain Benalgo Kurth.
Yeah, Nalgo Kurth.
Captain
Captain
Kurth.
James T. Kirk, right?
James T. Kurth.
James T. Kirk.
He says, all right, so you're taking one of Ship Kurth's ships, vessels. All right. Do you have an idea as to when you said you plan to leave in the next 2 days?
That's what we were informed. Yes, we are planning on meeting Captain Kurth himself tomorrow. I was going to come back here and relay the details to you about that.
He says, stop by here tomorrow and let me know when and where to meet. I will verify, and I'll meet you there.
Sounds good, sir.
And that he ushers you out of his house and heads you guys back out onto the street.
As soon as we're back in the street, I'll light my pipe, put my hood up, look at both of them and go, I don't trust him.
Why did we give him 500 gold?
Because we do need a guide. And he's the best lead we have for one. Don't trust him.
Yeah, I know that guy from somewhere. I can't put my finger on it.
Like from here, like you might have ran into him here. Or maybe he led you down from Neverwinter.
I'm not. I know he looks familiar. I just can't place if it was from here or if I met him out on my journey.
Okay. I mean, either way, that's something to take note of, that you've met him at some point. So the question is, I'm fine losing my 500 gold. I really am.
Seems to
I'm not
know,
using it for anything.
Seems to be legit on the. I guess I probably would have once over him and got a feel for whether he knew it if he didn't kind of go through that whole check and roll and things. We did more of the other thing, but I'm assuming he looks like he knows his stuff and does his stuff.
I mean, he's got the frostbitten ears to prove it.
Well, he used frostbitten ears to prove that he couldn't get to shelter in time to prevent frostbite.
There's a skill that Rob is very keen on that any one of you could have used.
Yeah, to deception or yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh well, too late now.
Insert.
Well,
I don't trust him.
went down fast.
Well, what are you
I
gonna
don't
do about
trust
it?
him,
I'm
but I'll
gonna
give
do
him half
nothing
my
and
money.
trust him.
You guys are silly.
I just talk. I'm not the human lie detector.
It makes for a great story, guys.
You left him home
Alright.
because he didn't want to go.
All right, you guys head back to the One-Eyed Jacks, or do you guys stop anywhere along the way?
I'm not seeing anything that pops out of my eye, am I? Like any magic shops or anything like that?
Nothing more than what you guys had stopped at yesterday. I mean, if
There
you had
wouldn't have
one,
to be a tattoo parlor around here.
to your knowledge,
It's a pirate town. There's
There
got to be
has
like
to.
6.
On this street.
I'm not saying they're magical. I'm just saying they got to shit out tattoos like it's fucking Sunday.
There's a
I
guy
don't know where that.
that does bad jobs at every tattoo.
Yeah.
They don't have tattoo shops.
as you ask about tattoo shops, kind of out loud, Nicola, you mentioned that most tattooists, you would know that most tattooists that kind of work out of the port here at Luskin, generally don't have a shop here, but generally travel from ship to ship, tattooing while on the sea.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they get straighter lines that way. Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, when I first got off a ship, I actually walked crooked for a while. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
I believe it.
So, you guys begin to head back towards the One-Eyed Jacks.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You guys head back to the One-Eyed Jacks, and as you guys get there, you guys arrive at the same time as there's like kind of a large crate that's being ported into there. And I guess Monty, you recognize the crate symbol as one with Elia's shop symbol on it. And so it's kind of like struggling to bring it into the door, and
Oh, the goods. I'll go help them. I'm like, oh, thank you. I believe those are ours. I pull out bill of receipt, sign my name, that sort of thing.
he says, "Oh, thank you. Well, that was quite the easy delivery.
how much is away?
Yeah, we'll crack it open and just kind of take a look at the items.
Yeah, looking inside, cracking the lid, it seems to have the tents and snowshoes and crampons that you guys had kind of all purchased and whatnot.
Cool.
Is it more than
tip
10
him-
pounds?
It is more than 10 pounds.
Oh, damn it. I was just going to mage hand it in, but I can't.
Yeah. No, it probably weighs 75 to 100 pounds or
Oh, so I need tensors. Gotcha.
I tip him like 2 gold, 3 gold, I guess.
I thanks you for your tip, and kind of leaves the crate in your hands, or kind of just inside the doorway for you.
Thanks you for just the tip.
All right, I got a reputation here. I go to God, what's the bartender's name? I always forget his name. It's
Serena?
like,
Serena.
yeah, Tarina, right?
Serena.
Serena, that's right, with an S. I got it written down here. I just didn't have it written down who it was. It's like, do you have a place we can store this for like 2 days? Actually, I'll just take it up to my room. That's fine. I'll pull it up to the room.
He says your room would be a very good place.
Yeah, I think so. Can I get some help up the stairs?
Well, I mean, we could just break the crate down and take everything up.
I mean, we're going in a ship. Probably keep it in the crate.
Okay. I just don't know how much room we're going to have on the ship.
We may want to break it down by who's carrying what, just so that later we know that.
All right, we can do that. We can get all dressed up tonight for mountaineering.
There you go.
I stand up to help and kind of stumble and sit back down hard and then take another drink.
And then she stands up all fine.
I'll pause. And help
What she
carry
does is
stuff.
she stumbles back into her chair, and then as she's standing up, she's like holding a finger.
Cool.
I'm good.
We got it. We got our goods.
Awesome.
All right. And kind of as you guys head upstairs, as Davos, you're heading upstairs. As you guys make to the top of the stairs, there's lots of people coming in and out of the One-Eyed Jacks today. And as the door opens once more, with a small little gnome that kind of runs it, kind of comes into the inn, looks around, sees Quixotic, doesn't see you, Davos, but hands Quixotic a small note and immediately walks off.
I read it.
I sit there and I look at Quixotic, go, it started.
I don't know what I did this time, but let's find out.
Davos, you're at the top of the stairs. You're unpacking the crate with Monty, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So I literally I see it, right? Like I see
No,
it.
you are upstairs unpacking the crate.
You weren't available basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is what the deal is.
That's fine. Then
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep. But I asked Monty, you break, or not Monty, sorry. Quixotic, you break the seal on the note. And open
You
it
know
up.
what? I'm gonna give it an investigation because I'm a fucking. I don't trust anything. Give me I guess investigation check.
Sure, give me an investigation check.
I'm sorry.
It's a letter.
I'm a suspicious son of a bitch. I'm allowed to be. 18.
Okay.
Is it gonna shoot poison gas at me like the last random thing we open?
Looking at the seal, looking at the letter itself, you see that the seal has embossed in it a symbol of the Harpers that kind of looks like that. If it wasn't full of wax, it looks like it's probably from your Harper contact.
Okay. I'm going to, before I break the seal, make a very good mental note of that in case I need to, I don't know, recreate it for any reason.
Okay.
And then,
You could just save the seal.
Well, I want to check something really quick. It should take a sec. Can I heat non-food, non-living material? I'm going to heat one of my daggers and then slide it under the wax seal. Because if you're going to open wax and you don't want to damage it, if you heat the knife, you can slide it underneath and the seal doesn't break, usually.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and keep the seal as intact as I can.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Oh no! Let's see if I can do this.
Yeah, you heat your dagger and sliding it underneath. You seem to pop open the letter with ease.
Okay, I'll have a look at what's going on here.
Yeah, looking it over, kind of reading through it. Thea says that she was able to secure passage for you and your group on the Hate Tracker.
Oh God! I'm never gonna hear the end of this.
She says in the note, she says the Hate Tracker is set to leave in not tomorrow, but one day after, just after sunrise.
The Hate Tracker or just Hate Tracker?
The Hate Tracker is what she has on her note.
Oh my God.
That's just fucking perfect.
So, she says the Hate Tracker is kept. She kind of gives you directions to it over in the. It's kind of a bigger boat, and kind of is kept towards one of the bigger piers over in the open shore area. You'll recognize it as one of the few ships that has a metal hull on it. and is about 120 feet long. So, she says, if you miss this ship, the next ship, she's not sure when the next ship heading up to Revel's End will leave. So do not miss the ship.
You said leaves day after next, right?
Day after next, just after sunrise.
You got there.
This is basically our tickets to the boat. Lets us know the time and place and which one's leaving. It sounds like we are on a humble boat called the Hate Tracker. So that will be nice. By a Captain Benagio Kurth. Sometimes my pronunciation is very bad.
I don't know how to feel about that, but
the Hate Tracker? I don't know. People name ships fearsome names. This is a town of pirates. I think the ship of brotherly love is probably taken.
Hey, Quixotic.
Yes.
How are you with combat?
Hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah.
In what sense? You give me a blade and get me in close, and I will shank the shit out of someone.
I meant like that. And I'll stand up, and you'll see me like pull one of my gloves down on my right hand, and I'm just gonna punch you in the face.
Fully ass out.
Equal rights, equal laughs.
Oh, hey.
Said. Equal rights, equal lefts.
Oh,
I like that.
All right, make me an attack roll.
Oh man. Bar 5.
Fuck me. Oh yeah, that hits.
Oh my god.
Ranked.
1 point.
Nope.
Oh.
No, Hex Spirit does not do 3 damage, but I do 4?
1d4, right?
1d4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do 4 damage to you.
So I fly off my bench and I'm on the floor and I spilled my ale and it got on my top and my stuff is wet. You fucker.
I'll point at you like you've been a mopey shit all day.
Quixotic
Spice
stands
this up a little bit.
To the point where like the chair falls out and he just looks very confused and goes, "Explain yourself now."
You want to go find a fight?
I mean, I think I found one.
Yeah.
All right, so hang on, Quixotic, what do you do in return?
I stand up to the point where like it's one of those things where the chair like kind of flies out, back because you stand up too quick.
Okay.
He goes, "Explain yourself now. What is going on?"
All right, and Alice, covered in ale, covered in your own ale. What do you do in return?
I'm gonna square up a little bit like a bull that's gonna charge, and I'm gonna charge at Tehran.
You gonna rage?
Yeah, I probably should.
Do it.
And I'm gonna try to catch him in the stomach with my shoulder and carry him with me out the door into the street.
Oh my god, they told us to do one thing. One thing.
Love it.
All right.
Double check. What am I doing?
Technically, as part of an attack roll, you can push instead of grapple.
Bull rush.
Bull rush. Yep. I don't know if they call it that, but here I'll
The
find
bull
the
rush
rules
rule,
for
as
it.
I refer to it.
It's real cool.
Really cool. I'm into that.
Just roll me an unarmed strike.
I think if you're grappled and their weight is less than half your carrying capacity, you can move your full. No, if they're a size smaller than you. If you grapple someone, you can move half your distance.
Are you doing it with I guess, are you doing
I'm pretty reckless.
reckless?
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Are you raging? If you're raging, you get double your advantage on strength checks,
Oh
right?
shit!
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck yes.
Don't do the divine fury,
Okay.
which is
Ruin it.
Whoa.
So it's
No. Okay. So she critted, right? So you need to add another D4 to it.
3+1.
She about to end your
Oh.
career.
You pull the 7 out of the total 12, which is 5.
Wait, is she proficient with unarmed weapons?
I made the roll with the game. Everybody's proficient with their hands.
Yeah, but you don't do it in the D4. If you strike unarmed and you're not trained in arm like a monk, it's just 1 plus your strength bonus is your damage. You don't roll the D4.
Oh yeah, which is 3. Hers is 3 and mine is 3, which is why we
Okay.
rolled 4 damage. So she did 4, and then critical damage is 1 because you don't roll, I guess. So 7.
Yeah, it's not the bonus. Yeah, it's just the damage. And
So
damage
just
is
7, I guess.
1.
Right?
She
Am I
fucking
doing it?
drags you into the street.
It's a weird calculation, but it's like 4 bludgeoning, 2 rage, 1 critical damage.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take 7.
So fuck just happened.
And Alice pulled Taran out into the street.
All right, like you just bull rush me out the door.
Yeah, and then when I stopped, you were just like on your ass.
Okay, I'll get up and I'll be like, that's better. We've made it out of the fucking worst place we could have been, and you're being a fucking baby.
I was just trying to have a fucking beer, man.
Mopey all day.
That was 5 beers ago.
Trying to have a beer 5 beers ago.
I mean, I got like, what do I have, like a minute?
I'm like, a what? Fighting?
It's a rage. Fucking go.
Steam coming out of my ears.
Yeah, well, I'm
Popeye style.
trying to direct you at something. Like, do you want to go find a fight? I'll fight you right now, but this isn't organized. This may be fun, but it's not gonna be rewarding.
Can we get rewarded?
Maybe.
In a pirate town, beat up some pirates.
There might be fight. Yeah, there might be fight pits.
There's definitely wallets on the people that you beat up.
We're just gonna go through the state, they're beating up, just
Fighting around the world.
bomb fights.
I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, there's probably fight pits.
You need to do something. Let's do something.
Whatever.
All right. I'll walk past her and I'll yell to Serena and be like, "Are there any fight clubs tonight?"
First rule, Taran.
We don't talk about that.
It's rule 1 and rule 2. But yes.
In name only.
He says, the fighting pits. That's definitely the place that you should be, not in my fucking inn.
Oh, we didn't break it.
I took him outside.
We took it outside. Don't complain, Serena.
He says, yes. If you go lose down and dirty fighting pit, is the place you want to be.
Now, when you say down and dirty, is that allow daggers or pointy objects?
Clean. You gotta talk to Lou about that.
I'll look at Kohi and be like, "You want to get in on this? Looks like you need something to do."
No, this is not my bag.
Let's go.
Taran's bitch ass might need a healer.
just wheel him in when he's done.
After the KO, I'll heal him.
I'll be in the corner. I'll watch and wager.
Bet. Yeah, I was gonna say bet.
Where's Luz? Let's go.
Are we all gonna go, or you guys just?
I don't give a fuck if you guys come.
Did we notice that?
Just
I'm assuming it was
cranked your
pretty
partner
loud.
right in the face.
I know what helps her. You tell me how to parent.
Everybody
Right. Don't tell me how to tag.
come watch Taran get his ass kicked.
Serena says the fighting pits don't open until later this evening. But if this is what you're looking for, look for head to Luz around sundown.
I'm gonna be too drunk by then.
Wait, what time is it?
It's like noonish, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still early.
Realistically,
afternoon.
it's not that
Why
far.
don't you go take a nap? Quit drinking. Let's
Okay,
go fight later.
you're being way too bossy. Way too bossy for me.
You're
right
being
now.
way too mopey. You need something
You
to
know,
do.
King Sullen over here telling me.
I
think
I've got some shit to work through today.
Today.
Yeah.
Today.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Nobody else got shit to work through.
Yeah, everybody's got shit to work through.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not gonna find it at the bottom of a mug. Let's go beat the shit out of somebody.
That's where you'll find it.
I'll see if I'm in the mood later.
I don't want to go.
Sober enough.
No, wake your ass
That's not mopey.
I'm not going to take a nap, bitch.
One.
Don't need a nap. 1 minute later, she's just passed out in a corner.
Got ale in my shiny hair.
I'm sure it's magical and unaffected by it.
Isn't it? Press the
Got like it's like Rain-X.
clean
It's like
now.
Rain-X, and then it's just like falls off of it.
I'll press
Scotch guard. You got Scotch guard on that, no problem.
Right. That's his secret
Yeah.
sauce. Shh, don't
Press
tell.
the digitation, clears that.
Gorilla glue. It's Gorilla glue.
Oh,
I'll shoulder past Tehran a little roughly back into the bar and ask Serena if I could have a sandwich, please.
Serena
Serena beat the
says,
shit out of someone.
he says, if you promise not to cause any more trouble in my bar, in my inn.
I got punched in the face.
I'll sit down next to her and I'll ask for an egg. One egg.
Take a nibble. Whoa.
wait, I
Get
thought you
filled up
punched
his energy.
Quixotic.
He says, he says, 1 minute, give me 5 minutes for the sandwich and the egg. He pulls one up from under the bar and tosses it to you, Tehran.
Great. Pickle leg.
I'll just start picking at it. Except I'm wearing gloves, so I can't really do it. So I just kind of roll it.
Roll and just take a bite with the shell on.
like a garlic clove. Like you can rub it and the things will come out. I'll just rub the egg, see if the shell will come out. Bring my gloves. And then I'll eat it.
They might.
Yeah.
He eats it whatever shell's on there. He doesn't give a fuck.
Calcium.
Alright.
So there's a moment where they're sitting there and just like fine. I go, so what's the fuck? Did I miss you?
hand-to-hand combat.
Oh yeah, no, I understand what it is. I get it. What's the fuck? All right. I'm gonna have to shank someone later. That's all I need in my life right now.
Davpost and I come walking down the stairs, and we're just like,
I have the
"Doo-doo-doo."
perfect spell when you guys go to the fight club.
Cool.
Is it called
Yeah.
guidance?
No,
Enhance
I have
ability,
to touch them. No,
temporary hit points, shield.
Evar's black
No.
tentacles.
wrong again.
Damn it! Every time.
Yes.
Are we gonna fast forward to Fight Club?
Yeah,
Yes,
so
I'm gonna
is,
fast forward to fight.
is there anything that you guys want to do in the meantime?
I'll
Fight
finish.
Club.
I'll finish Tehran's egg. Just put it in my maw.
It's like you're doing it wrong.
Okay.
This is how you eat an egg. Mhm.
Mm.
I don't know why you do this.
What was that?
Eat.
Joking.
Why I don't want to do it.
No, I said I don't know why people like to do this, and I was joking about you.
Oh, eating. I don't know why people like to do this eating thing.
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Meanwhile, like all of us have our mouths full of food, just like looking at him like out of DBZ.
Yes.
I like eating. Eating's the best.
It is pretty great.
I'm a big fan.
I'm a love eating.
All right. So you guys begin to head over to Lou's Down and Dirty Fighting Pits.
Why would we not?
All
You're
right.
down and dirty.
It's entertainment. Why not? I'm not fighting.
All right. Give me. Let's take a quick 5-minute break to let Keelan plan for fighting pits.
So, Keel and I am going to.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the.
All right, we need intermission
Nuts.
by Offspring.
Raisin
No,
Nuts.
we need the
Oh
intermission.
yeah,
from-
intermission by Offspring.
No, we need the intermission from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
That's a good one too. Or the the movie intro for the Aqua Teen Hunger Force : the movie
Yeah, that one. I had
with
that in
the
mind, too.
dancing or with the gumdrop that's screaming at you.
And then they just turn into Mastodon.
Do not kick the seat back in front of you.
Oh, it's loud. Oh gosh. It was loud in my ears.
I'm gonna make sure I'm wearing some long sleeves, and I'm gonna load a couple of daggers in up the sleeves a little bit, and in places that I can find them quickly.
Alright, so you guys get to lose down and dirty fighting bit.
Hold on.
Are we still doing our 5-minute intermission, or are you?
You are.
good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Got auction to check.
Restock your beers, restock your snacks. There's fighting to be had tonight. Thanks, Colin.
You're welcome. Rhiannon's had a couple of sessions in a row where she's sitting there and I wanted to do things.
Yeah.
There you go. Right there.
Share your plans.
Many months later.
That was a very... Oh.
Who's a good girl?
What a good girl.
Who's the best?
An okay girl.
Who's the best?
Dumb looking at.
I've been telling Isley that Oakley likes to lick his butt and that she shouldn't give him kisses.
Uh-huh.
And then she goes, and she like, thinks about it, and then she gives him another kiss. I'm like, God damn it.
I don't mind, Dad.
Well then.
Question for you: if I read off specs on a computer, can anyone tell me if it's good or not?
I mean, I can tell you if it's good or not. Whether or not my opinion matters, that's a different story.
I don't think I can do that anymore. It's been so long since I've actually given that thought. Helen, if you didn't want us to do a fighting thing, what were we gonna do tomorrow? Just hang around for a day?
I was gonna give you
Fast
guys
forward.
give you guys the option to do whatever you want to do to close anything out before you left Luskin. Was what my plan was.
Well, here's a thing to do.
Also, if you guys can, God damn it, this is a Bananas Foster's beer from Untitled Art. It is fucking delicious. Everybody should find this if you like bananas and chocolate and sugar.
Rhiannon does not like bananas.
But I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I begrudgingly eat bananas.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like easy and good for you, and like kids, we always have them because Diana really loves them. He doesn't really eat them anymore.
Okay.
We still love them.
Yeah, it's the ones like peanut butter and shit on them.
Well, we could put peanut butter now.
But not a plain banana.
No, fuck that. I
don't
need
have
my
time for
bougie
that.
banana.
Yeah, time for that shit.
All right.
Get a nice green one.
What's going on?
She doesn't like bananas. Keelan likes bananas.
In
That is,
general, or-
that is the hot take for this.
I have a Bananas Foster's beer. Bananas Foster
okay.
beer. It is
So-
really good.
Here's my fun trivia fact for the night. You know how runts have banana flavor, but they don't taste like fucking bananas?
It's a
Ooh.
fun fact.
They used to.
Uh-huh.
So the flavoring behind the banana, like that banana flavor, is based off a species of banana that went extinct, but they still use the flavoring for it.
Really?
Yeah, I like
So So there was a banana back in the day that tasted like that flavor.
And it was like less than 100 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it happened. Well, it happened in the 1920s or something like that. The species went extinct. But yeah, so runts used to taste like bananas. That banana died. They kept the same flavoring.
Yeah, when banana trees get diseased, like it wipes them out.
Well, there's only
They're
I
all
think
from,
4
like, the same-
species left. There's only 4 species of banana left, and they're gonna die.
And they're all
if there's another.
effectively clones of the same banana.
Mhm.
Bananas.
Like when one gets sick, they're all susceptible to it.
Yep.
Because like we just
Well, that and coffee. It's like the coffee only grows in a very specific region of the of the planet, and that region's getting smaller as there's global warming
It's a very specific altitude and temperature.
for coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some mountains.
But then people learned how to make coffee in other areas of the world.
Well, it really only grows in mass production in those areas.
Correct.
So
But small batches still exist.
Ethiopian coffee is the best coffee.
I
So-
disagree.
I've heard
You're wrong.
ranking wise, it's like Colombia, some other place. I know Dominican Republic is 3rd, like overall by coffee drinkers.
Flavor profile wise, I like Ethiopian coffee
Hey.
flavor profile the best, just based on like it's a more of a fruity flavor to it. So
But your
Oh,
opinion
okay.
doesn't matter.
I would agree. It's a really
Got hot banana takes. Now we got hot coffee takes. Man.
Son of a
Gee,
bitch.
hot cyberpunk when I come in
let-
late.
Let's see what fighter you're gonna
we're all
fight
about the
tonight.
conflict. We
I'm
all do want
ready.
to fight, don't we? We really need
My
some
body
fighting.
is ready.
What about that coffee where a cat eats food and puts out?
Oh yeah, the
The
most
goat.
delicious coffee is
Goat.
eaten by a cat and then it's
Is
shit
it?
out and then they
Something
use the beans.
I don't know what the
I
coffee
think
might
that
have
coffee's
been.
also called civet.
Okay.
I like cat shit coffee. I don't know what that
I
tastes
don't
like.
even like regular coffee.
I know, but what if it's so good because the cat shits it out?
That
Guys,
makes
you gotta-
I don't like cats and I don't like coffee that much. I can't imagine combining the two would make them better.
Yeah, there's no FOMO feeling here, my friend. On that one.
Coffee is called Kopi Luwak.
Kopi Luwak.
What's the animal that shits it out?
The
Civet.
civet cat.
Civet cat.
Civet cat. Okay.
But like, I constantly drink red wine and I fucking hate it every like, except for the one I bought for Valentine's Day for you, which is like aged in bourbon barrels, and I was like, oh, this actually
Ooh.
is some shit.
That sounds
It's like bourbon. I like
a weird cross. Yeah.
It's
I-
Oh, it's
very,
tasty.
very boozy.
I don't like dry wines, but I drink Moscato is the one that I drink, which is white wine,
Mhm.
and that's like incredibly sweet.
I don't like dry flavors. I don't like
Yeah.
it. So most
dry
wine,
liquids.
not like it. Yeah.
Okay. You guys ready for some fighting pits?
Yeah.
So how's the fighting pit gonna
Yeah,
go
do you have
down?
the concept of the rules? I'm assuming it's dirty, so does that
I'll
mean we
collect-
get to wear our armor or no armor?
Is there
Everything's
any
flash.
weapons? Is there any
I
magic?
imagine
Is
there's
it-
weapons.
I'm sure
but I-
Keelan will get you to that point.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
But
let's
if
get
you
to
You
got
are
a
all
Those are the
fuckheads.
questions I'm looking for, though.
Ready
So
to fucking fight something.
you get to lose down and dirty pit fighting. That the Serena had kind of directed you towards, and kind of outside there's a small line waiting to get inside.
Hey, fuck off. Calvin.
And you guys get to the door, and right away, the kind of the security says, "All right, who's here to fight, and who's here to bid?" All right, so
Man,
yeah,
section.
Quixotic raises his hand to fight.
Yeah.
Tehran, did you
Didn't
raise your
say.
hand to fight?
Or why not?
I'll
What
fight.
kind? It depends on the fighting, I guess. But it's like bare knuckle.
This was all your idea. Fucking asswipe.
No, it's for her to-
Fight.
And the security guy goes, "Hey, if you're here to bid, that's fine. If you're here to fight, we'll fight."
I'm interested in the fighting. As I'm new in town, you can tell. What are the rules?
The rules will be explained to you inside once you're in, and
Ah, yes, a contractor you don't know before you sign. I'm into it.
Also, why I asked her.
all right.
Well, we'll
I'm
head
not
towards the
fighting.
fighting area and make no commitment.
Well, like, I'm like sort of interested, but if it's gonna be like straight up just like bare knuckle fighting, I'm gonna be terrible because my strength is -1, so I'll be doing
It's
0 damage.
Buddy, it's okay.
This reminds Quixotic of home. He's into it already. I could make some money off of this, I assume.
All right. So Quixotic, Tehran, and Alice, are you heading towards the fighting as well?
Yeah.
All right.
Now, can we accompany
The
them,
barbarian just fucks off.
What was that, Dapos?
or Are we able to accompany them, or are we going to a separate area?
You guys are kind of they're shuffling people. The people who are interested in fighting are headed one direction. The people who are watching and bidding are kind of shuffled towards a different direction.
I'm looking at Kohi right now and going, if you want to do anything, now's your time.
I'm not. Well, yeah, I agree. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna motivational speak them.
Okay.
Great. Fuck yes.
So there you go.
So what is it? What does motivational speech do?
Coming up.
Oh, good.
Oh, it should have been, but it's not.
I think I heard a
So-
blurb.
No, you're
No,
supposed to
yeah,
give the
fine, that's
right.
motivational speech now.
I know.
No, you have to say it. Tell me how this
Can you
goes.
just stop stepping all over yourselves? Jesus, give me a chance.
Okay.
Now, we all have a lot of money riding on you now. I brought everything with me. We need you to get all your yayas out and really give them a once over. I believe in all 3 of you. Make us some money. Great.
Great. That was good.
Make me some motherfucking money.
All
I have
right.
something for this, but nobody would get it besides me, so I'm not going to share it.
All
Go
right.
on.
It's a wrestling thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Wrestling.
fair enough. Wrestle.
All right, so I guess we'll start off. You guys are kind of shuffled up into like the crowd, and there's like this round pit, that you're looking down on, and already there's 2 people in the pit that are kind of, as you look at them, like they are kind of unarmored, basically just like bare knuckle, just like attacking each other as hard as they can go, and kind of as you're looking at them. You go, all right, this is some bare knuckle boxing fighting that's going on here, and so if you're looking to take bets, you see kind of somebody walking around with their hands up in the air, taking bets, and it's usually a 2-to-1 payout for picking the correct winner. So
Now this was like Shady Larry's. So like they're just bare knuckle boxing. They're not like weapons or anything, huh?
just lose down and dirty fighting pits.
Lose down and dirty. Okay, I assume that they would down and dirty would involve some sort of weaponry.
Just
Actually,
fight-
good enough sleight of hand check there.
I was hoping for more.
Well, yeah.
What was
We don't have
that,
a monk.
Tehran?
Huh?
What was that?
Oh, I was hoping for a little more like loose with the rules fighting.
Like gladiator style, where you go in there with fucking armor and everything and just duke it out.
You throw this at him.
Eh.
This is what you get.
And that's fair.
You get what you get, and you
Yep.
don't get upset.
Sure.
Don't throw a fit.
Don't throw a fit.
All right. All right. So, with that, Tehran, Quixotic, and Alice, as you guys kind of get down, ushered down in towards the fighting pit prep area, they say, "All right, it's a 50 gold buy-in with if you win your fight, it's a 200 gold payout." They explain the rules to you, that it's a bare knuckle fight, no armor allowed inside. It takes place over 5 rounds. and you choose your strength or your acrobatics as your fighting style. And you roll against somebody, another fighter. If you win by more than 5 points, you have a chance to knock them out. Between rounds, you can intimidate or try and gain an advantage by rolling an intimidation or sleight of hand check, or a charisma roll to kind of get the crowd on your side. Are any, like, he looks to you, are any of you tavern brawlers? Nope.
Oh.
Okay. And it's a best of 5 rounds.
This it looks like it might shake out a little more in my favor than I thought they would, so I'm still in.
I'll stake them all.
Are we putting, like, do we have to stake a dollar value and you said it pays 2 to 1?
You said 50 gold buy-in for the fighters, right?
So
That's the buy-in.
the fighters are 50 gold buy-in with a 200 gold payout. And then if you win, you can go for the overall the leader, the champion of the night, which is a 500 gold payout with an additional 100 gold pay-in for the winners.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, I'll stake the 150 on all of them. That's fine.
I deducted my
Put the
50.
money back in the bucket.
Okay.
Is it just a 150 buy-in, or can we buy a bit?
And then you
right.
bet if you want to bet on them too.
Yeah.
The fighters have to put up the money, which I volunteered to do.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you're gonna pay for us, you're saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Cody
Okay.
loves to gamble.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
Loves it.
I would not have guessed, but I'm into it. All right.
All right. So I guess we're just gonna go. Because I'll
I
take
should-
Turan and Alice. Yes.
Sure, I'm gonna ask a dumb question. Are they like bare chested and then like pants, or are they wearing clothes at the top?
Take your titties out.
No.
they're wearing
I'm
they're
just-
wearing like a tunic and pants.
Okay,
essentially.
so are they changing into something, or are they just going in on whatever they're wearing?
I mean, like,
Throw it down to their pants.
most people are not walking around in armor.
Well, no, I'm not asking that. I'm asking, are they walking in their plain clothes, or or is there like a uniform they're required to change into? Like, this
Get
is
you
the
a
red guy,
wants
this is the blue
mage
guy.
armor?
This is a potato sack. Here's this potato sack for you.
Yeah, okay.
Not really a uniform to change into.
More of
It's
a kind
Okay. Just
Yeah.
walk in your plain clothes. Okay.
Yes.
So I walk in wearing the plain clothes that are my shift weave.
Okay.
And I am going to,
We're in like a prep area.
you know,
Yeah, it's like a small kind of back room prep area.
But look a little uncomfortable. I'm like, so do we have to disrobe for this? Like, I'm not kind of looking at myself.
I don't think so. And as I'm taking off my armor, and there's very clearly just scar marks, you know, just over him, and he just kind of looks like he's limbering up.
I'll see Quixotic do that, and I'll feel a little more comfortable, and I'll start taking my arm. Take my breastplate off, and I'll take I'll take my gloves off and my tunic off, and I'll just be bare chested. And
Yeah.
you'll see that like my complexion continues from my face down, but you'll see from my hands up to my elbows are stark black. They are my limbs up to my elbows are destroyed by frostbite.
By what now?
Frostbite.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna ask frostbite's down. Okay.
They are black. Fingernails, fingertips, everything all the way like kind of petering out around my elbows. Everything's black.
It sounds like we have stories that we may not share with each other, but I respect that. And he just kind of, he's just limbering up, like, all right, this is what we need.
Look at you. I'm like, you're still wearing your armor.
unbuckle Dragon Guard, and I've got my normal leather skirt, and then probably like a, I don't know, like a leather kind of bustier thing.
So I'll be wearing the tunic, the shift weave tunic, because I can, and it looks just like a normal thing. Are we able to observe some of the fights before we go in?
Yeah, I mean, like the walls like kind of make up the edges. I mean, you can definitely kind of watch kind of through the there's definitely cracks in the walls and whatnot they can watch through.
Okay. Are they? No one pulls a weapon at any point while we're observing, correct? Like it's all bare knuckle.
Yeah, as you're watching, there's nobody's pulling any weapons or anything.
Okay. I'm gonna make a perception check, or maybe an insight check. I just want to kind of read the vibe of the room. Is there something that people are doing to twist the fights in their favor, or is it just like two dudes going into a room and just beating the shit out of each other? Like, is there some way to gain an advantage here? Would you prefer insight or perception?
I got a question. Are we still with them, or did they leave us?
They are down in the base of the back room area. You guys are up kind of in the crowd around the ring.
Oh damn. Well, where you guys left, I was gonna cast Mage Armor on all of you, but
I don't know if you can. I thought it's only self as the target.
This is a willing creature.
Oh really?
I would take it. Please give it to me.
I wouldn't turn it down. I think, God, my armor would go fucking through the roof.
Yeah, so I shook all your hands and said you guys do well.
Nice.
13
instead of a 10.
But got it all riding on you, so.
Mage armor does what? It's 3 plus
13
dex?
plus dex.
13 plus dex.
Fuck
Yeah.
me. Yeah. Okay. So my AC is better now than it was before. So it's a 17.
Effect on armored defense.
You have to pick one, and yours would have to. Thing. Your con plus your dex plus your.
Is your unarmored defense better, or is mage
Better
armor
by 1?
Oh, okay.
Oh no,
Well,
it'd be better as mage armor. It'd be 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my armor now is better than it would have been if I was wearing armor, so that's great.
Oh shit. I'm gonna have to, whatever, we'll have to remember that, but yeah.
Yeah, yours.
Well, by 1.
Your dex plus your con. So.
Keelan doesn't want this to happen. He can easily just make this not happen,
Well,
but hey, we're going for it.
There's
probably
a
enough
thing.
scale tipping for us right now. We've already motivated them, and now we gave them mage armor. So.
Right.
There's a thing that could happen very easily in this arena that would even the scales very quickly. So we'll see what happens here.
Yes.
I'll take a
Dispel
mage.
magic.
I'm at a 13. He's at a 15. And Quixotic is whatever.
My AC goes at a 17.
There you go. All right.
I had AC 14 unarmored, so I would have been not great, but okay.
While we're in the prep area, I'll look at whatever attendant is in there. Some kid who's up fucking late, just mopping the floors or whatever. I'll be like, point at our stuff. They're like, you let anything happen to this, I will find your family. I'll kill every single person you love.
If we're
She kind of
required
looks at
to
you and
disrobe,
it was like, okay.
if we're required to disrobe, I will leave my
Just an
stuff
orphan.
with
He doesn't give a
probably
fuck.
Monty.
Well,
Okay.
no, we're down in like a fighting. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, you're in
I'll-
a different area now.
All right. Is there a way I can? I don't know.
Throw it into the.
I'm picturing it as like the entryway from like, Lambeau Field, where like it goes out into
Yeah,
the
it's a
thing.
tunnel.
Is there a way
Yeah.
I can kind of lean up and
We're
kind of
not-
hand it to Monty?
Like one of us will be here.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
all fighting at once.
Oh
But
yeah. Well, okay.
true.
Then
Yeah,
I'll give
that's
it. I'll
true.
leave it with that.
you never
quick-
know, some fucking kid that works there just steals shit out of people's pockets while they're roller skating.
All right.
or
I'm
whatever.
going first. You said right.
Yeah, Quixotic, you're going first.
Let's do this thing.
All right.
So yeah,
give me-
you see him like, it cracks in his back. He's like stretching. Let's do this thing.
All right, I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna bet.
Yep, give me 1 second.
Yep.
I will tell you, if you are betting, I cannot use sneak attack on these attacks because I'm technically not. It's technically not a finesse attack, and it's technically not a I
Would
forget
a
what the-
finger to an eye not be a finesse attack?
It should be,
This is not
but
Curly and Mo. Fucking.
I got faith in you.
it specifically says sneak attack is
It's all Monopoly money, so.
an attack with a finesse or a ranged weapon if you have advantage on the attack roll. So technically, fists are not finesse unless Keelan is ruling otherwise. And yeah, so we'll see. But he did say I can roll my acrobatics, so I will be doing that instead of strength.
There you go.
All right. So, I need bets on Quixotic from Nicola, Duffos, and Cohib Monty. Which of you guys are making bets? Which of you are not, and how much?
Keelan, did you have the rules? Can you put them in Roll20? You said the rounds and the attack. Just
He wants to see if he can poke holes.
Copy paste. No, I just want to make sure that I remember it.
Teasing, Rob. Teasing.
Yeah.
Always.
You're on mute, Alex. If you're trying to talk.
It's pretty straightforward. It's 5 rounds. You make a strength or athletics or dex check against your fighter.
Okay, perfect.
So,
yeah,
Is
that's
there
all
a
I wanted
house
to see.
Minimum?
house minimum? No.
One copper.
One electrum.
No, I was thinking like, are we allowed to bet silver or does it have to be gold?
You can bet silver. Come on.
All right,
Whatever
I'll
you
put-
want. You.
Yeah, I'll put 136 in silver on him.
Okay.
A very specific amount. I like it. I like it bet. 25
Mostly 'cause
GP.
It's all the silver I have.
25 GP.
Okay.
100.
I'll do 50.
100.
Okay.
I thought I was ballsy with doing 25. Shit.
Get more money.
You guys been betting heavy on me. I got no strength. I'm going all athletics on this.
Yeah, but you got athletics. So
I do have athletics, or I mean acrobatics, right? Is that the
I am not.
athletics or
All
it
right.
is?
I go closer.
It is acrobatics, and I.
So when you get hit, you'll have
acrobatic as fuck.
advantage on your next attack roll. That's what motivational speech does.
I have advantage on my next attack roll. You said?
If you get hit, you have
Oh, okay.
advantage
Okay.
on your next
But
attack
so if you
roll.
lose the comparison, you get advantage on his next roll. Is that okay, Keelan?
It's not really an attack roll though. It's like
Yeah, it's weird. We'll see. Let's work it out. Let's do the thing.
Alright.
Let's go.
Round one.
Round 1. And give me
Do we make a sleight of hand check or anything ahead of time to?
I don't think we can do it before round one, can I? I have to do it
Round,
between
yeah.
rounds. It says.
Before round and between round.
It says between rounds specifically. It does not say before rounds.
so
I
first
can't
round
do it
you
the
can.
First round.
All right. Coming out of kind of the crowd begins to quiet down a little bit, and you hear kind of an announcer from the crowd goes, "All right, who's next? Who's next? All right. Next up, we have Quixotic."
Built from parts unknown.
Yeah. from foreign lands.
Quixotic, he's not from around here.
And
ain't from around these parts.
Exotic.
fighting in the pit tonight, Bendos. And you hear the crowd kind of go, whoa. And like the crowd kind of winces a little bit, getting ready for the fight that's about to come. All right. So I guess Quixotic, when you are ready, I need you to make a. I guess are you doing strength or dex to start off with?
I'm gonna use my acrobatics check because that's one of the ways I can roll. You said
Okay.
dex acrobatics. You said.
All right,
so
I did say
I'm gonna
dex
use that
acrobatics.
based off the rules that are listed. Let's see how I did.
14?
Not
16?
great.
All right.
14.
Yeah. So
So with the first round, you throw a punch and the punch kind of Bendos's punch comes at you, and you nimbly duck out of the way, and you manage to hit him right across the jaw, winning the first round.
You look up in the stands and you see all of us, and we all have those foam number 1 hand signs because I cast minor illusion on all of us, and we all got foam number 1 signs. So
I picture my fighting style looking like Brazilian jiu-jitsu, where it looks like fucking dancing until he kicks you in the goddamn face.
Oh, capoeira.
That's the one. Well, yeah, I guess Brazilian jiu-jitsu is a little different. Yeah, capoeira. Okay, I will between rounds use the sleight of hand, which is apparently just fucking cheating to slip rocks in my goddamn gloves, but I'm gonna.
That sounds
might
right.
as well.
All right. So a sleight of hand check. As you begin to pick up rocks, you hear this boom.
Well, it says right in the rules. It says between rounds you could choose to make a cha or a dex sleight of hand roll to gain an advantage, and I'm totally gonna do that.
Yeah, you didn't beat my DC.
Woof. Okay.
Wow.
You,
All right.
you have literally the entire crowd watching you.
Okay. So, all right. Well, then I'll drop it and say, all right. I'll show my hands. I gain no advantage.
In doing so, you actually gain. He gains advantage as the crowd begins to kind of pump him up and whatnot.
All right. Let's do this.
Failing. Don't fuck it up.
All
So
right.
I won round 1. This is not gonna do it.
What?
Oh.
Wait.
No. All right.
Oh,
So,
fuck.
so
Rolled a
he,
19.
he rolled a he rolled a 21. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Yeah, I
Wait.
think
Rolled a 30.
did mine came in right as
16.
Yours came in as a 16.
They
okay,
didn't lose by 5.
right.
I know he did lose by 5.
21. Oh, 21 and 16. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So I gotta make a what? A con save, you said, right?
You need to make a con save.
15.
DC 15.
Or 21.
Or the attack.
Or 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
I cannot make a 21. So
It does not exist.
I have a +1 con. I can make a con save. However,
means
usually
it beats it.
well, I will say normally if you're rolling something like a Constitution save, which is like to hold a spell or something like that, a concentration check, it's usually half damage or 10. So I would think it would be half damage or 15, but that's up to you.
You already have it. You have advantage on your next round.
I do have advantage if I was hit, which apparently I was hit, but I would have to crit in order to beats it. So let's see.
Con save.
I'm gonna.
You can do it.
I do not.
You can do it. Is that
Nope.
advantage or disadvantage?
I feel like that's advantage, and I feel like that is
and-
bullshit.
I
meet a 15, but I
you
do
shouldn't
not.
have advantage on that.
I do because there's a reason for that. Hang on.
Not from motivational.
I have advantage
speech.
from Kohi. Kohi gave me advantage
on your
because if I
next
get
attack
hit.
roll.
Attack
I thought
roll.
you said it was the next time I got hit.
No.
Okay, I was wrong
You
then.
got knocked out.
So
by
then
it.
I should have have
Once you
advantage
get-
on my next roll that I just did, my acrobatics check, because I was hit in the first round, right? Or no?
And you kind of brush it off. You won the first round.
Okay, never mind then. So
Alright.
I do not get advantage at all from that. Okay,
No.
so I got knocked out.
I'll let you roll again, straight roll, but
For
for
what?
for
Do
a
it.
Constitution save.
Take it.
You can do it.
I'm gonna.
Need a 20?
Yeah.
Got
20.
this.
I need a crit. Is
Let's
what I
say
need.
Keelan's being lenient. Let's
Yep. Nope. I fail. I got knocked out cold.
You reeling from the fight, or from the blow that you just took, and kind of having the crowd jeering at you for attempting to kind of fight dirty and whatnot. You're not knocked out cold. But you do lose essentially round
Counts
2
as
and
2
3.
losses.
Yeah, it counts as 2 losses.
All right, let's do this. I'm still gonna try my sleight of hand again against the whole fucking crowd. 'Cause
Okay.
I learned no lessons.
And well, I mean, you already have advantage.
Now you'll have advantage.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Now I have
Now
advantage
you'll
on
now
my
you have
next on my next
advantage.
my next attack roll. Sleight of hand 24.
Yep. That time you manage as like you're on the ground and you feel a little bit as you took the hit from Bendos, you pull up and you kind of grab as you come up, you kind of grab a handful of rocks in your hand.
Yeah, I hit the ground and immediately start stuffing my gloves as I'm getting ready to get up. Let's do this.
All right.
So athletics check with it or acrobatics check with advantage then.
Yes.
This
Yeah,
goes.
do it. You can do it.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah, man, those are some heavy hits
he's on
too.
fire
Give me
tonight.
5.
24 is 5 higher than
Yeah,
his,
so
so
he's
he's
gotta
got to
make
make
a
that con check 24 apparently.
Yeah.
See if he loses 2 rounds. That'll be that. That'll be fine.
Yeah, because I'll have won
Or
3
3 to 2. 3 to 2.
Yep.
And so he is going to roll. And with the extra weight in your in your hand, you managed to just pummel into him, knocking him out cold into the ground.
I do it spider monkey style, so he just wraps his legs around the wrist and or the waist and just starts pummeling. This is how this is gonna go. Thump, 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 thump.
All right, and with that, Kozatic has won his bout with Bendos.
That's
Excellent.
200 GP then, yeah.
Yeah,
All
Kozatic
right.
wins 200
For me
GP.
too.
I will split with Kohi because he paid my entry fee.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
Kohi, you can have your 100. I will take my 100 and
Yes, plus 150.
Okay.
I put an extra 25.
oh,
in
you
too.
you bet outside of me
Yeah.
paying my okay.
Oh yeah.
I made
All right.
200 off of that one. It's good.
Yeah, well, yeah. I made 200. I gave 100 to him because I paid him double basically. Out of the goodness of my heart. And he kind of shakes it off and walks out of the arena and says, "All right, that was fun. Good luck." And starts getting his stuff, and I wish you well.
Okay.
After hearing him announce Quixotic's name, I'll talk to the announcer and tell him that my name is God, I can't think of it.
John Smith.
Ron the Terrible.
It was Morgan.
Smearon.
Miron.
Wubway.
Yeah, Morgan. Sure.
Morgan. All right, and with that, you hear the announcer go, "Next we have Morgan the Mighty against Liva the Lively."
I bet another 100.
Okay.
Now they're
Oh.
just fucking with you.
I'll walk out.
The lively versus the dead.
I've never been out of my armor or out of like around any of you. You'll notice that I'm actually kind of muscular. Like I'm kind of built for being a dead man. So I have a 16.
Okay. Kohi, Dapos,
Worked
Nico.
out.
I'll bet 25 again.
Okay.
25 gold.
I'll bet 100.
Same.
I'll shake my hands out and I'll look at them, and I'll use prestidigitation to make my eyes glow like a stark, like white blue color, and just stare down at them.
You see Liva look back at you, and he kind of glares back, and his eyes kind of go a little bit of a darker shade of black.
Good. Let's fight.
All right. And with that, let's kick off the fight.
This is how I get knocked out in the first round.
Well, Keelan's scoring it as you lose the next one too. So
Oh, that's
Oh, Liva comes out, stumbles a little bit.
So I'm making athletics check, right? Okay. There it is.
If you want, make me athletics.
No
first, right?
athletics.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Oh, there's a crit.
Job.
Oh, it's definitely more than 5 too.
When he swings at me, I'll kind of lean back, and then I'll use my Hexblade ability to create a weapon of the type that I want. Make a roll of quarters in my hand, pretty much. And just
All right.
Nice.
The quarters hits him,
What a
and
quarter.
it's just a metal rod.
What are quarters?
The lead in my
A roll of Electrum.
There you go.
and he kind of staggers back, and you kind of see his eyes begin to kind of roll into the back of his head, and just like knocks straight out.
Hey, One Punch Man.
a critical hit, or
Yeah,
wait,
that's right.
or what happens if it's both? I just hit.
Well, that's up to DM.
All right, what was that?
The rules are a critical hit or 5 or more do they lose their con save, and it's literally both.
Yeah.
The super KO'd. We need a
They
doctor.
are
in here.
knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Awesome.
All right.
And I'll just
And
turn around and walk back in.
You're Kohi whooping. Make some motherfucking money.
all right. And
Fucking
last
excellent.
up, you hear the announcer say, Alice, are you,
You can call me Mary.
all right.
Schmalice.
And
Smell
our final match of the night is with Mary and Hellcrawl.
He comes out in a fucking luchador mask.
Yes.
And so, I guess, are you, I guess, Nicola Dalpos Kohimati, you guys betting?
His name 25
Two- 200.
250.
He's rolling.
300.
Oh, hang on. All right, Nicola said how much?
300.
Oof.
Okay.
They are parlaying it, man.
Dalpo said how much?
250 gold.
You went up from your silver. Good job. Everyone's making some
Monty?
motherfucking money.
200.
200. All right.
Well, I mean, I put 100 gold on Terran. It's just, I mean, Quixotic's more of a range guy than a fist fighter, so.
3-team parlay, man.
All right.
On my way in, I'll cross you, and I'll be like, "Good luck. Get it out.
This is not your fault.
You're happy. Shut up."
All right. And with that, should we begin our fight? You hear the crowd go, yeah!
Static put his head down for a second and was like, resting. What did I just miss?
Ah,
It was a quick win. You didn't miss it.
Okay. That's good, I think, right?
Right.
Win for you, I assume.
Yes.
Good.
Oh man. They start the dice start out super hot. Quick was on there.
Regression to the mean, man.
Even with the lowest one, she gets it. Do you want me to reroll? Because it was a strength check while she was raging. Also, are you raging?
I don't think that counts or matters. I
You
don't-
were raging while you guys we got cranked at the bar. That's what happened.
She's got extra rages in her.
Raging?
Oh my god, she would just fucking destroy.
I'm asking
Please,
you.
please do.
Are you
Just
raging?
fucking
I mean, I
ruin people.
assume that I would, but I don't know if it would apply to because this isn't like fighting.
It does give you advantage on athletics checks, which is
She
what the
Secretly
check
bet on
is.
the other guy. She throws the
Let
fight.
let us know.
Yeah, it's up to you.
All right. If you're raging, roll again. As if you're telling me that you're raging.
Okay. So it's gonna roll with advantage because she's raging.
Okay.
Even if it doesn't reduce
no,
her
no,
damage, it does give her advantage on athletics checks.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck me.
Fucking hell.
Why did you do that? Oh, Click anything?
It critted. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, unclick Ray. Okay, but I took up Divine Fury. I didn't do that now.
Just fucking ruin this
The poor
board.
Oh,
Walks out
God.
and cold cocks him.
Two cracks.
Make
Two
contact.
cracks.
Just walk out to a fucking buzzsaw. Jesus.
No, she just totally pulled a One Punch Man. Just like
Tehran did too, man.
That's insane.
And you see the kind of the eyes in Hellcrawl roll into the back of his head, and
A hush grows over the crowd.
Ooh.
But he Hulk
Ooh.
Hogan's it and puts his arm up on the ground.
That was a critical. That was a critical save.
he looks to you and he goes,
Cold hand up.
"You know this too." And you see him kind of begin to like rage himself.
Great. Great.
Oh yeah,
Do
barbarian.
it.
Throw it
The
out.
Hulkamania. He's hulking out.
And
He's got the
like-
hand up and then he holds it up for the crowd.
I'll-
He's ready.
Bounce a little on my toes back and forth.
Pump up the crowd, Alice. You got this.
And so like, you see him like you see the crowd like recognizes like just like this fire and fury in both of your eyes as you guys go at each other for the start of round 2.
I will do
Make
the
some motherfucking
intimidation. Type.
Let's
Gotta-
fucking go.
What was that?
Intimidation. I
Hey.
intimidate.
You're doing an intimidation check.
How do you intimidate him?
I'm gonna smile at him and blow him a kiss and tell him he can put one right here. Man.
All right.
Bravado.
Maybe not.
Just make it really weird. Someone right here, big man.
He's hard-eyed right now.
He looks
What?
to you. He goes, "Not today." He says,
Sorry, not my type.
"Today we fight." And so he's gonna roll. So he rolled an 11. Man,
Two of
Bam.
them.
Bam.
But
Fucking
you don't have to
taking
make a
his
you
head
had,
off.
yeah, you'll have
Yeah,
to make
it's
another save.
Bigger than
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Oh,
he makes
gets
it.
it.
yeah. So he saves it.
He-
Still hulking
he's
out,
trucking.
man.
Yeah.
You're taking wins. But you're taking 2.
How did you keep getting up, King?
Doesn't even for him.
Does anyone think they can finish the fight? And then they
2 to
tag team
0.
it in.
And this time, like, Rand, he's gonna look at you and he's just gonna like just drop down and like try and come up and intimidate you with just like a sheer berserker roar at you.
Flips right back up after that knockdown.
What's that thing where like Hulk Hogan walks around in a circle and he's just like doing one
He's
of
hulking out, man.
Oh, what the heck?
Hulkamania.
58.
Oh,
Killing
he rolls a fucking 58. There we
Hold
go.
up. 58.
Holy shit, are you intimidated?
There are 2 20s in there.
intimidated, brother?
I have no idea why I rolled
3D.
3d20.
Good, waste those crits.
Right? Son of a bitch. All right.
Oh, he did it again.
Yeah.
Oh, 20.
So
Is there anything against it, or is it just have to meet something to have something happen?
It's
Also, are you
intimidating.
intimidating back?
I was kind of just going after just DCs. Yeah.
He reminds me of a date back in the day. He just won't go down.
I'll mock him and like back at him.
All right. Are you gonna roll an intimidation check back at him?
What is that, a 1?
Great.
Wow. Nope.
Just
You are.
dragging your knuckles on the
you are
fucking mat.
You are intimidated. Yeah. So what's that? What's that gonna mean? She has disadvantage on her advantage, or
Straight.
It would be a straight roll
Straight
at this
roll.
point.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are up 2-0.
Just gotta get one more win.
Holy buck. Oh, okay. So that's
Yeah. 17.
What the fuck
17.
is wrong with
God, that's
your
four.
rolling?
That's me rolling with advantage.
Oh, okay.
All right.
11.
So he wins the third round, and you need to make a
You
Constitution
gotta
saving
make a
throw.
con save.
Do you have any preference for con saves or no?
Christian.
Like additional?
Okay.
Does raging
Yeah.
give you advantage on con saves?
No.
That was my question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll like wipe the
21's fine.
and like spit to the side.
Okay.
I shout in my
Or that-
best bardic intimidation, vicious mockery down at him. And I'm like, a goblin with one hand nailed to a tree would fight better than you, Hell Scream or whatever the hell your name is.
Yeah.
Talking to shit.
I'm
You're talking
just
I'm talking
just
shit.
smacking at him. Just
Gonna
talking
kick his
smack at him.
ass.
Just talking smack at him.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm
he
assuming you're not gonna let me do vicious mockery.
I'm not gonna let you do Mr. Mockery. And so he shakes his arms and he's like, "All right, this one's a clean one." And he goes in, and you guys both have advantage on your rolls because you guys are both raging.
Time to wrap this up, brother.
I'm good. Good.
Okay, 17 again.
No. Yeah, 17.
Either way, that's 3. So
All right, so okay, so
See if you knock him out.
yeah, Alice wins the third round, and he
It's 3 out of
rolls-
5.
This was the
right?
fourth. This was the fourth
Well,
round.
she wins her third round.
She wins her third round.
Yeah, so regardless, out of 5 rounds, she wins, right?
Yeah.
She can get knocked out in the 5th round though.
that's
Two.
true. That
20.
is true.
But she's already won. It's best
Yeah,
out of 5,
she's already
right?
won. Yeah.
It'd just
Oh.
be more fun if he got knocked out.
Yeah, if he gets knocked out cold, let's find out. We'll find out next time. on
He
DBZ.
does not get knocked out cold.
Dang, this guy just keeps getting up.
He is a truck.
Are you staying in for one more round?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you get anything for staying in for one
I'll
more
probably
round?
keep going until somebody like gets
Throws you out.
between us, or he's down.
All right.
Bucket of cold water. Gets knocked out, loses all our money.
All right. Well then, I guess one
I mean,
final.
in both their defense, they are raging barbarians. They would just keep fighting until one of them is down.
21.
So she
to
technically
20.
won, but she's just gonna keep ducking it out or
Yeah.
duking it out,
She's
Still
just,
KO.
she's
by
just
21.
hooking, just getting in close.
hulking it out.
Yep.
Yeah,
Alice has some things to work out. All right. So,
I got shit to work through.
all right. So Alice, you
Clinching.
lose the 5th round.
They're gonna pull you apart.
And he said, and he's looking like he's ready for another one, if you are, but he's got blood in his eyes.
Do it.
I'll stand back up and take my head and like do a Morpheus. Like, come on.
All right. And you hear the announcer go, "Extra innings!"
They roll for extra innings.
Combo breaker.
I was
Wow.
almost about to shout,
20.
double my money, she wins the next round, but I didn't.
There's another crit
Should've.
5 over 5.
Yep. So I'm gonna let him roll the save. And if he doesn't save, he's gonna get knocked out here. Oh, so close to a crit save. Yeah. With one final punch as you guys enter into extra innings, Alice, you pull back and just like wail into him, and like he drops down, and you kind of jump on top of him, and you're just pounding into him and whatnot.
Bone crunch.
I look at Tehran
Fire.
and say, we should stop her, right? She's no. I feel like this is important.
This isn't your responsibility.
Is it-
There's a cleric in the audience. It's fine.
right.
You hear,
I don't think we can res people. I mean, it's okay.
you hear the
Let
announcer
them
go,
work it out. This is
and
therapy.
tonight's winner Miss Alice or Mary.
Mary, Mary.
Is Mary gonna go for the crown then? Because there's one more, right? There's one more fight. The 500 GP one.
Gotta fight both of you guys.
Yeah, do we all fight each other?
Is that how that works?
Battle Royale.
What's
I like it.
It's like, let's make a deal. Only one of you can go. It's for the big deal.
You hear him say, tonight's winners have the opportunity to fight against our champion. And basically he says, all right, here's the rules. It's a 100 GP buy-in. Payout is 500 GP if you win. One winner can go in against our champion, against our reigning champion here.
I'm gonna look at Quixotic, kind of give you like a no kind of look. And I'll look,
Okay.
kind of look over at you, like, got it right.
Give it a shot. What do I have to lose, right? I already won.
I look at the both of you and say, do you you still have it in you? I'm out of game. How many rages do you get a day? Because you already used 2.
At least 3, right?
Yeah,
3 or
she's
4.
got one more.
Okay, so if you work it out. That's fine. Hell, I'll
chest.
Yeah, I've got a shiner and like part of my jaw is swollen, but I'm still smiling.
She's ready.
I feel like I got lucky.
She's like, this is great.
I'd rather get out of this without breaking a sweat and not looking like a fool. So I feel like
I feel like I just had a weird pair up. Like I should have done better.
Put me in, Chip.
it happens.
Yeah, no, go at it.
No problem.
I will encourage you.
Made some motherfucking money.
I'll give you the 100 gold. I'll give you 10 platinum to buy in.
She had the 100 from when she won, so
True.
Yeah.
she got 200. Her and I
Can
split it.
Can I bet on this? Like
Yeah.
from the pits?
Now you'll be coming out. You're
I
not.
didn't give you
Yeah.
any money yet because we're down in the pit, so I'm gonna give her the 200 gold for winning. And you guys can sort it out. And then
Yeah.
I will pay for the buy-in for this one because
Alright.
you're up and you cannot buy for us while you're up there, I assume. So I will help that. And kind of just put the 10 platinum in the hand of the organizer, and then just kind of look over at Alice. She's going back in. She's just waving.
Are they coming out at all before this? Like, are we able to talk to them and heal her up and all that?
I
I
don't need
don't
those.
know if it matters. Yeah, she's ready.
Yeah, I haven't really been like healing and damage like that. It's not been.
Health or anything. It's just,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the rolls, so yeah.
I will, I will talk to her and say, I think you have this. I think you need this. Good luck. I will be cheering for you from the stands. He's a little woozy, but he's ready. And so, yeah, so Quixotic will head up, and then he will immediately
I'll
bet
have
on
you
her.
take my armor with you.
I will do that for you.
Yeah. As
I
you guys
never
head
took my
up,
boots off, so I can carry this like no problem.
you guys head up for the crown fight. You see the people kind of running around taking bets and whatnot for the night. And what do you guys? Who's putting down what on the final crown fight of the night?
So payout is what, 2 to 1? You said
2-1.
it's gotta be. I got enough faith in her. I'm gonna put in 100 gold.
Same.
Okay.
But I'm gonna take pretty much all my winnings and roll it forward and go with 400.
Letting it ride.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
always
400.
double your bet. You can't have her lose, right?
I'm playing with house money at this point, so
All right. Duffos, Nicola, and Turan.
I'll do
Well, I'm not-
500.
I'm not betting her. I'm down in the fighting waiting area.
Okay, you're not okay. And Duffos.
I'll do 100.
All right. All right. And so you hear the announcer say, for tonight's crown, we have Alice Returning.
Oh, Mary.
Mary. Returning.
Mary.
Does this guy know my
The
name?
Smasher.
And fighting against our reigning champion, Lusakrita, and the crowd just erupts with like these cheers of their town crown champion and whatnot. And as you guys both walk out from opposite sides, you see this bulking hulk of a woman just walking towards you, Alice. And you're like, holy shit, what the fuck did I get myself into? I mean, like, you've never seen somebody more ripped, more jacked than Lusakrita standing in front of you right now.
I'm a little bit in love.
And you hear the announcer go, ready, set, fight!
Round one.
And you first round comes out. Lusakrita throws a first roundhouse punch coming right at you. For a 12. God damn it.
Dang, that was 7. Fucking hell.
Son of a fucking shitty dice. I'm gonna put these dice in jail.
Hit him in the face. You just hear from the crowd. Or hit her in the face.
She comes at me, and I will like dive between her legs, slide on my knees, and then jump up from behind her and do like a double fist club on the top of her head.
Nice.
Just kidney punch.
You can.
So she's gonna roll the save. Fucking A.
Dang, 2 rounds
Somebody
already.
just took it to the dome.
You're gonna be
Ouch.
a legend.
I ought to be.
Alright. Yeah, fuck. You knock her out in the fucking first round.
Really?
Oh,
That's a
wait.
knockout, not
Oh,
2
you're
rounds?
not doing the
No.
5-round thing? It technically counts as 2 losses, right?
Well,
That's-
that's how you put the
It
thumb
wa-
on the scale, but
It was
lost by more than 10 on
It
the
was-
save.
yeah, I mean it was she lost she con saved less than 15.
Come on. Let's give her 2.
Yeah.
give her one more round.
Yeah. All right, so Alice wins.
Man, what the hell? It's only 800 gold riding on this. Go ahead, do it. Yeah.
Money.
She you hit Lusakrita in the back so hard she stumbles down and takes a knee, and she stands back up. You see the fire in her eyes. You hear the crowd kind of go quiet a little bit as she struggles to get back up. Alice, you've won the first 2 rounds. As you guys begin to go into the third, Lusakrita begins to kind of get back onto her feet, not trying to get anything from the crowd at this point.
You gonna do the intimidation?
No, I'm pretty focused.
Okay. Do it.
All right, so going to round 3 with Alice, 2 wins underneath her belt. God, fuck you, dice.
Wow.
Here it comes.
Here comes the boom.
Boom.
As she comes for me, I take I like kind of trip her up and wrap my tail around her ankle a little bit so she stumbles, and I like help her down with an elbow. With the chin, if I can reach it.
As she comes around, as you try and bring her down with your elbow, with your tail around her, she saves and manages to kind of pull you down and slam you into the ground. The third round is a draw.
What?
I don't know, crit save. I'm fucking making this up as I go.
I know. Not
alright.
a what isn't like this bullshit, but just like what happened? Just fucking madness.
What?
And so she pulls you down with her and slams you into the ground. They're both taking a little bit of a beating this round, but you make it into the 4th round.
Do
Get
anything?
ready. Yep.
Gonna get up.
You can do the thing.
Oh man.
Six.
Alright.
With a +7. Not by 5.
Not by 5 though, but
Not by 5.
Still
But
a
it's
win though.
still a win.
That is 3 wins. Round wins. But there's 7 rounds. There's 4 rounds.
What?
What a twist!
Right.
What a twist.
That one will be an uppercut.
Yeah. So you come up with an uppercut and you hit her, and it jars her a little bit. And she looks at you and she goes. She spits at the ground.
Is she just like a giant human woman, or what is she?
Yeah, essentially.
Essentially.
She's a big Bertha of a woman.
Think Brianna Tarth, essentially.
All right. All right.
Oh, I like her.
All right, and let's see if you can finish her off in the 5th round here. Maybe. Okay, we fucking rolled an 18 this
Not
time.
awful.
Hey.
Hey!
Hey.
And in the 5th round, she kind of comes at you, and you swing at her, and she ducks to the side, but then elbows you right in the ribs. And you kind of like, ooh. He wins the 5th round.
She.
Right.
Do anything? Okay. You can square up again.
Yeah.
And you guys kind of go back to squaring up against each other. She's feeling tired from the night.
Oh man.
As the final blow comes in. No, can't even save it like that. Final blow comes in, and you see her just kind of hang her head as she loses in the 7th round, or in the 6th round to Alice.
I'll as she comes toward me, I'll like kind of hit her with a punch right in her diaphragm, so she goes under her knees, and then headbutt her.
All right. You headbutt her, and just like the lights begin to fade from Lucicreta's eyes, and you hear the announcer go, and your winner, your crowned winner tonight is Mary.
Whooping it up.
Go to butter in your hair, makes you spark with your opalescent sparkle hair. And you bust her fucking nose in
Mary
your
Sparkle hair.
All right.
Cash out
Excellent.
my winnings.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Damn.
Rich.
Made a killing on this one.
I'm rich, biatch.
So
Right.
2 to 1 on this. I made a penny.
Yeah. We all made bank,
Yeah,
man.
you guys made way more money than I did, and I got hit in the fucking face.
You guys will get some coming back. I mean, we know all the game is played. You guys are gonna get a cut of this.
As you guys begin to head out, just like the general, the yelling, the daze from the fight kind of leaves you feeling a little bit ready for what may come as you begin to head up towards 10 towns. Then the day after tomorrow. Is there anything you guys kind of close out your tabs and head out from Lou's Down and Dirty Fighting Pits?
Yeah, I don't know if there's much else to do in Lose Down and Dirty Fighting Pits, I assume, right? Other than bet on other fights, right?
No,
I
we're
mean,
done.
like
Fight's over.
that was it for the fights tonight. I mean,
Okay.
like,
Really when Luke,
Oh yeah, she was the grand finale, basically,
Yeah.
right?
while you were fighting towards the end, I was fairly sure you were gonna win, so I started putting my armor on, paying less attention to your fight. And when you get back, I'll be there holding your ship. So I'll carry it for you.
I thought she gave it to me.
No,
No, she probably gave it to you. Yeah.
I said I bought it.
Yeah. Okay.
okay. Yeah, is
I'll
head.
look at you and I'll be like, you know you're unstoppable, right?
Sometimes it just doesn't feel like it.
Today I can feel like that.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But you're still a dick.
Expected. But you're welcome.
How's your diary going?
None of your fucking business.
You're right.
No.
It's like I might be reading it though. You have a lot of grammatical errors. It's
Yeah. You don't even know how to spell Kohi's name.
How many eyes? 3?
there's like
That's
4
Tony.
eyes in it. There's like 7 eyes.
All of them.
One eye?
All of the
Okay.
eyes.
Yeah.
I thought you were playing off the same concept. Alright.
No.
Well, that'll probably be the end of the day. We'll go home and lay down.
Quixotic, Tehran, I give each of
Carry
you
yourself.
150 from my winnings, and Alice 300.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That is very much appreciated. I think I stopped that guy's foot with my face at one point, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, you each get 100 from my posting your winnings. So
Well done. I'll
I got
take that.
150 from you, and she got 300.
Yeah.
And then I got
then-
100 from Koi.
No,
Yep.
he's talking about your original winnings.
you're
'Cause it's-
posting. Yeah.
He won 200, but he wanted half of that because he paid your entry fee.
Okay. So I'm giving you 100 then.
Technically.
Technically.
Okay.
But-
So I will add 50, and then you can add 100, Kohi. And then I
Uh-huh.
add 300 to Rhiannon's plus 500 for winning.
Yes.
Whoop.
What?
Pay no mind.
Somebody had made bank.
Yeah.
Good idea, Tehran.
I'm gonna turn some of this into platinum instead of gold. That's a lot of gold.
You know, I posted that picture earlier in the day as a joke and turned out to be incredibly accurate.
All right. You guys begin to head back towards the One-Eyed Jacks. On your way, the fog of the ocean begins to kind of roll in, adding a little bit of a uneasy feeling as you guys celebrate in your winnings of the night. Unsure as to what may lay around the corner. But you guys make it back to the One-Eyed Jacks. Just
First
fine.
round's on me.
The first round is on Alice,
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
or Mary, as
thanks for
she's, or Mary as she's known.
Mary, quite contrary.
I am not gonna just stumble home, you know, not looking for anything. So I am gonna make sure that I'm not gonna get pickpocketed with all my new fucking money. I
Okay.
didn't mean to roll it with advantage, so just take the lower of the two, I guess.
Okay. With a 22, I mean, like, with the fog and everything rolling in, you didn't see anybody following you.
I
You
just
didn't
want to make
notice
sure we're,
anybody?
you know, no one
Yeah.
gets their shit stolen on the way
Yeah.
back. Oh, we just won 200 gold. Where's my fucking wallet?
People are pretty excited. There's a new reigning champion at Lose Down and Dirty Fighting Pits. And you come back in, and you hear Serena go, I don't know, so how'd the fighting go tonight?
Good.
Round
Sack
for
of cash.
everybody. rounds for days.
He goes,
Beep,
first round's on the house, the rest of the rounds are on you.
You betcha.
Was there a championship belt that Alice got? Or
Yes.
anything?
There's something.
If not, we're gonna fashion one. Don't worry about it. Pound some gold coins out.
From her 500 gold, we just get it smelted down and get her a little pendant.
Plus
The-
2 to intimidation.
the part of like the 500 GP that you won is like a golden chalice cup that's worth so it's like 500 GP, 400 GP of coin, but 100 GP worth of a golden cup.
Pimp cup. Pimp cup.
And she just breaks it right off the fucking stand and starts drinking out of it.
I had a 100 gold goblet.
It's Chalcedony.
Chalcedony. It is gear, an opaque white gemstone worth 50 gold pieces.
All right.
Yeah, there's like no cup.
That's
or
okay. I'll
chalice
see
or
if
goblet.
if it doesn't seem magical or unique in any way outside of just being a pretty gold cup. I'll see if Serena will buy it from me after I have a couple drinks of it. A couple drinks out of it.
You don't want to keep it? At least keep the base with your name on it, which I assume exists.
It's just a giant cup with all the names of the previous winners on it, and it's so big that the whole team has to carry it across the ice.
It's the fucking Stanley Cup.
And it doesn't. It says Mary. It doesn't say Alice. It just looks like I stole it.
It's not even personalized. Axe.
It's a bowling guy on the top.
You're number one.
You were number one.
Congratulations, you did great.
Yes. Congratulations, winner.
Here, I'm gonna say it's a little pricey for my taste. If you really want to sell it, I can help you find a broker, but revel in your winnings tonight.
Yay.
Huzzah.
Can I borrow your bar rag? And I'll take it and kind of like dab at my eye, which is like there's a cut.
He gives you a bar rag to kind of wash yourself off with and whatnot.
So
that right?
I was gonna say, assuming it doesn't have so much mold and bacteria on it that it's considered a living thing, technically we can use prestidigitation to cool it. So it's like an ice pack.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll probably feel fine in the morning.
It's got so much
Maybe a
bacteria on it that I can't use prestidigitation because it's a living thing.
He makes he keeps his bar clean.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing.
All right. So, is there anything else you guys want to do tonight?
Oh.
I know we're coming to the end of our session in general. But
Yeah, no,
wanna know-
I think I have exerted myself enough. I needed to work off some steam, and that was nice.
Thanks for coming with me on my fun adventure.
That was good. Are you okay? I think things are. I'm hoping going better for you, but
Yeah,
you're
just
good, yeah.
I get lonely sometimes. I do better when we're moving and have things to occupy myself.
Yeah, I understand. You have the strong silence type there, but if you ever need to talk, I'm around.
Thanks, Q.
You bet. He kind of stands up and he's kind of got a list to the right a little bit. After a couple of drinks and a couple of, head blows. I think I am going to go off to bed. This is a good time to meditate. And he wanders upstairs.
After a number of drinks, you guys begin to kind of peel off one by one and head up to your rooms as sleep begins to take you. Rest is found easy tonight after a day of planning and a day of fighting in the pits. For who wouldn't want to have a day of relaxation before the bitter cold that is to come as you begin your trek up to the mighty north. And that is where we'll pick up next time.
So we have one more full day, right?
You guys have one more full day. So I guess if there's anything that you guys want to do in this next day, let me know ahead of time. Give me a little bit more than a 5-minute heads up.
That was a lot of
Um,
fun though. That was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
very cool.
That
Yep.
was super cool.
Good pickup.
Otherwise, if there's nothing that you guys want to do, I mean, then we can.
No. I did mention if there was anything we could do against the shitty wizards. I'm
Yep.
in on it. I'm assuming there's not, but I did
Mark.
give.
Is there a herald out there saying that there's a contract out on killing the Arcane Brotherhood?
We killed Santa. Now we have to kill God.
God.
I would totally be down for burning down a stone tower if it involved killing wizards. Just saying.
Did you listen to anything that she said to you earlier?
I know. I'm sorry. What? Fucking wizards? No. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'd be okay with killing wizards that need to be killed.
Yeah. He's in on it.
It wouldn't take much to convince me to go after the Arcane Brotherhood.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
we got a
I
day
did-
tomorrow.
did
We'll
listen.
figure out next week what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, otherwise, I mean, if you guys want to skip ahead and start your ship travel, we can do that right away next week. I'm thinking likely we'll be in a different Roll20 location next week as we switch over towards the Rime of the Frost Maiden
Okay.
So
campaign. So,
Before we leave, is everyone okay with just doing a fast forward to getting on the boat, and then we can just agree to that?
I mean, I feel like we've put off doing this stuff in this book for quite a while. So yeah,
Yeah.
move along.
So
it has been a 10 or 11 week transition.
Yeah. If everyone agrees, we can just fast forward to getting on the fucking boat and going to the next.
Well, we've been having
location.
fun.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I got to fucking pit fight, which was cool. And I didn't get my shit pushed in, which I was expecting because I don't have strength at all. So
I mean, you did, but
I expected to lose.
no, I mean, realistically, with the rules that were set, I could have won handedly. Because I have a +7 to fucking acrobatics.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be like an attack and defense kind of thing, and I'd like,
Yeah.
like
Well, I mean, realistically, without armor on, I've got a 14, AC and a +7 to, dex-based attack. So,
Mhm.
I mean, I could have just fucked somebody up. I just didn't roll right.
yeah.
yeah.
It's a nice mechanic to avoid all the buffs and scale tipping we were
Yeah,
trying to apply
exactly.
at the beginning, and this just kind of was like,
Yeah.
nah, we're just rolling. We're
Yeah,
just
well, I
rolling."
mean, with your mage armor, I had an AC 17 fucking unarmored,
I know that was
and I would have just ruined somebody,
Ridiculous.
but yeah, that worked out well.
Yep.
It's funny that I was, I should have had a crazy advantage and just dice weren't with me.
about the dice were extremely hot on our side and not at all hot on the
Right.
pit fighters side.
So realistically, we're okay with everybody with fast forwarding to the boat, or is there anybody that
Do it.
needs to do anything in town still?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom first, but
I'm not gonna lie, I've been
Oh.
kind of pushing us to get to the boat as fast as possible.
Okay, so boat. Everyone's saying boat. Is there anybody that needs anything in town?
I'm cool with it.
Okay,
Good with it.
so Keelan, if you want to assume boat, and then we're moving towards
Rebel's End.
Rebel's End.
I
Then,
might swing in and talk to Echo, see what 12 more hours of research does, but that doesn't take much time at all.
yeah.
Okay.
So we'll assume the first 5 minutes of next Wednesday will be what the research is, and then we can hop on the boat and move.
Sounds, good.
good.
We're on our
Cool,
way.
guys. I will post a link to the new Roll20 area that we're gonna be using, and we'll go from
Oh,
there.
we're completely changing sites, huh?
Yeah. So I
Probably a pre-made thing, right?
bought the Rime of the Frost Maiden
Rime of-
campaign and whatnot on
Sweet.
Roll20, and so that does most of
It has all the maps and
back-end
stuff,
work
yeah.
for me. There's still all the customization stuff that I have to do to it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
curiosity, how much that set you back? Because
Yeah. Do we need to?
well, yeah, we.
Well,
we-
I'd
let's-
like to chip in if
Yeah.
that's the case.
'Cause you're gonna put a-
It's just like buying a book. It's no issue.
Oh, that's way
So-
less expensive.
It's
So-
less expensive than expected. I thought they would be like $50, $60.
No, it's just like buying a normal book.
Cool. It'll be nice.
So.
Like all the areas are pre-scaled and
That's
assets
nice.
are there already and everything like that. That kind of
Yeah.
thing.
That'll be really nice.
Thanks, Keelan.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Keelan.
Yeah.
Yep,
So.
Keelan.
All right. Cool,
So
guys.
next time we can assume probably 5 to 10 minutes of research and then hopping on the boat, and then we are moving our way up to Rhyme Thrustbaden.
Yeah.
Rebels End, right?
Rebels
Revel.
End.
Revel. Revel.
Oh,
Revels End. Okay.
Oh, that's
I've
more-
misheard that literally every time it's been said, so that's good to know.
Way more foreboding. Whereas Rebels End seems like an apt name for a prison.
Yep.
Either way.
No, Revels and with a V.
That is, yeah, way more foreboding.
On the hate tracker.
Yep, great.
On the hate tracker, yeah.
All right, who's doing
Seems
the-
exactly what a pirate would name a ship, yeah.
Yep.
Who's doing
All
the-
right.
Yeah, who wants to do a recap
Cool.
tonight?
Yeah.
I got it.
You got it? Okay. Yeah, if Quixotic does anything important, I'll take one, but other than fist fighting, I think we're good.
Yeah, there wasn't a wealth of things that happened.
I did the most, so I figured I'd do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So a
Sounds
lot,
good.
a lot of information exchange. So,
Exactly. All right.
all right, cool guys.
Thank you.
Catch you guys later.
Awesome.
Later.
Good
See you
times.
later.
Good
Night,
times.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.